Fuck it. We'll do it live. Yes?
Yes.
Holy shit. I
Way
literally
more on
just got here.
time
I have
than the
no idea
early
what's going on. What?
Phantom Zone. Still way early than the early Phantom Zone.
What does that mean?
Yes. Fuck,
What
I
are you
don't know.
talking about? I gotta change my
Fucking,
picture.
I don't know what the
Everything's
fuck
fucked
I'm
up.
talking about right now because my stupid computer didn't want to click the mute button on the stream, so then I started hearing you in stereo, but delayed. And that
Ooh,
was
delayed stereo. That's always a bitch. I hate
that.
shit. Oh, no. I was gone all day. I worked, and then I had to drive around the freaking county. Because
Yeah.
some places are open and some places are closed due to technical difficulties. So I was like, fuck. And then it took me a little longer to get home. But I'm here now. It's only 35 minutes later than usual. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Q's Queen. Hello, Carmen. Hello, Hen. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Janie. Oh, who am I missing? I'm scrolling past all the comments to see if there's anybody new that has arrived. You see anybody? Elizabeth. Did I say that already?
Sure. Maybe, I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Hello, Billie Jean. That one was new.
I really wish fucking YouTube would tell you who's in the chat versus participants, because participants is who's currently talking. Because I've been in where.
Oh, and you want it to work like Twitch?
Yeah, it makes it nice because then you can also see all the bots that are watching your stream, and it's kind of fun. Oh, look it! I'm talking to machines.
What machines? The bots? There are no bots here. What are you talking about, guy?
No, I was talking about like Twitch. It shows if it counted for bots. When there was one stream it counted for bots, there was like 10 bots in the stream. This was one of those days where I was glad I had the fucking filter for the thing, because I got like fucking 9 different bots that got timed the fuck out.
I'm going to tell you a funny story after I read this comment. Rebecca says, don't worry about it, PB. And then there's a box because I don't know what it says on YouTube. Do you know what it says on YouTube, guy? What's that supposed to be?
What? The smiley face on Rebecca's thing? That just looks like a little smiley
Yeah, I don't
face.
see it. No, look at the StreamYard. There's no smiley face there.
Oh, the actual StreamYard chat?
Yes, the what shows up on the screen, guy.
It shows a smiley
on the screen.
It shows it on my side. It shows smiley face.
Janie says, I skipped Zod's stream, but I'm here for yours. Have fun rubbing that in. I will rub it in. She says, hello, Mr. Grumpy. And the mutt. You're only a mutt because you're part cybernetic. He used to be purebred, but then he had to upgrade his equipment.
I should fucking changing them.
Oh, shit. I'm cracking myself up here. Yes, I want to go to my channel because I need to send a tweet that I'm doing stuff on the internet. No, that's not the button I want to click on. Where's the share button? Why isn't it on that screen? That's bullshit. Mobile, you can share right from there. At least I have it muted so I'm not hearing myself. That's really fucking annoying.
I mean,
good times.
I can hear myself through my mic, but it's not like delayed. It is in sync. And that's why I like it, so then I know how loud I'm talking sometimes. Sometimes it sucks.
It's always
if
too
I
loud.
forget to turn it down and I do something where for a video, if I do something like a scream and then I fucking burst out my damn ears. I think I made myself. I made myself deaf.
Elizabeth says, wait. If I'm lurking, you don't know I am here? Sweet.
Well, it's gotta take some time, but yeah. Because if you look in the participants, if you can do that, you will see that I am not in the participants because I have not chatted in that chat yet.
Right. Rebecca says that you're just a cute little husky. Is that true?
I
don't
mean,
think it is.
I mean, if you met me in real life, breaking character, you'd think the opposite. So I'm glad my character makes you think that.
I did say that this guy over here. Let's put him on the screen here. This guy right here. He had to upgrade his equipment,
Quote unquote equipment.
quote unquote. Yeah, this is a chill stream for the most part.
You
As
know,
soon as I send out that I'm doing this, I didn't
you
put
know how
anything
I've
in the chat.
you know the past couple of years I've been doing like the stream and talking with the fucking Xbox stream because of how everything's been lately. I'm probably not going to be able to do it. Just because I don't think I'll be at my house to do it. Just the way I've been busy. So I'll get into it. Yesterday I had to wake up at 2:40 so I could help my dad on route because he almost fucking got heat stroke the day before because how hot it's been this week. So I was out since then, got home at 6, and fuck, what else did I want to say? Yeah. Oh yeah, and the trip is from I might have to pull up a map for this, so let me know when I say it, chat. Was from Egan all the way up to St. Cloud. So
Went up to fucking St. Cloud?
Yeah. So
on purpose?
Yeah, because that's where the route was. Went from there to St. Cloud, then went to Big Lake and ended in fucking shit, I forget the name. There's a nuclear reactor there. We didn't go there, but that's how I remember the city over its actual fucking name. It's right next to Big Lake. Fuck. And Becker. It was at St. Cloud down to Becker, Big Lake. Fucking starts with an I can't remember the city's name. That was my whole day. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I could make it onto the show, right? So I'm sitting there, you know,
show?
I clicked it. No, like a Zod show yesterday. So I clicked that, sit there for a bit. I went to lay down because I was sore, almost completely passed out, and that's when I told them that I wouldn't be on the stream yesterday or today, earlier today, because fucking starts at 12.
Fucking A, guy. I did it again. Unbelievable.
And then on the
Don't worry,
weekends,
you'll see my tweet.
Yeah. All right. And then on the weekends, we have to move stuff around at was my grandma's house that we'll probably be moving to by the end of the year. We have to move stuff around, tear some shit up. But we have to move stuff from the basement to the top floor or outside because my brother's getting the basement completely redone. And yeah, it needs to be redone. It hasn't been. It is pretty dated. There's still fucking paneling all over. So
talk about the wooden paneling.
Let's talk about the wooden paneling. It's just fucking paneling. What do you get?
It's not wooden paneling.
I don't know what type of paneling it is. It looks like it's wooden paneling. If that helps.
Talk about the wooden paneling.
It exists. I don't know what else to talk about it.
Dude. That's a line from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. At least I think it's Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It might have been one of the late seasons when they started changing the name all the time.
Fucking.
So yeah.
Yeah. Did the chat need a fucking map, by the way?
Huh?
Oh, of what I was explaining, how far the drive was, because I know not everyone's from Minnesota. When I explained Egan to St. Cloud.
You want me to bring up a map?
No, I got the map. I will share my screen. I just want to know if the chat needs it. They never asked.
Yes, if you're going to give us a visual aid, yes, we need the visual aid. What's wrong with you? Are you trying to Zod this up? Don't do that. We're free right now.
Right. Okay. Should share it.
Janie Davis says, Husky, give your dad a very careful hug from me. I've had heat stroke and it sucks.
Yeah. He almost got it the day before. He said he had to put his face under cold water. Might have been half. So, for anyone who doesn't know, okay, so these are the two main cities in the metro, Minneapolis, St. Paul. This is Eagan down here, and they moved to this location recently. So they moved. They used to be over here, but this is where we were from his work, and then eventually, we had to drive to here from where I live, which I'm not pointing out. We went from here.
It's
to
over
up
in
here.
this area. He lives over here.
So it was from here all the way up here. And then we had to go all the way back down. And then we had to drive home.
You went through town?
Yeah.
Oh. I hate driving through that fucking town.
Well, we took some roads to get
full of Vikings
to St. Paul.
fans.
We took some roads around to get there. I can't explain which roads we took to get here from my house, but yeah. It's nice though in the way early morning when there's no one on the fucking road, so you can just get there. We hit traffic on the way, but yeah, so I had to move. So what my dad does, he works at Universed, so you can find that at the Eagan location. So we had to move rugs and uniforms, and one of the rugs, we didn't have a lot of them, but one of the rugs, they're like rubber mats so people don't sleep. That was our last stop, was a Target. Had the Super Target, and had so many of them, which kind of sucked at the end of the day when you're a little sore. But throughout most of the day in the fucking hot humidity, while my dad was making sure everything was ready to go, I went out back and fucking opened up the lift gate for the truck.
Ass? Oh.
Yeah, the lift gate, which, that might have contributed to why my arms are fucking sore at the end of the damn day. But yeah, anything to help him though. But for everyone to know, even though I said I was back at 6, I don't remember when we went out, maybe like 8 or 9 once we actually got on the route. We were back at his work by 3:30. And after that, you also have to do a lot of logs and stuff. And one of the things that fucking sucked is because you have to give the customers an invoice. Obviously, anyone who knows stuff of shipping or service stuff like that, you have to do that. And he grabbed the wrong one. So
maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to have to also help him on Monday. Yeah, I'm going to have to also help him on Monday.
Well, at least your voice is soothing. Elizabeth says I may fall asleep. I'm going to put that on you, Husky. I feel like that's your fault. And yes, Hen, I'm using quotes that everybody that's watched Aqua Teen gets.
I mean, I wouldn't blame the chat if they fell asleep listening to us.
Share
because Zod's voice is like nails on glass, so that keeps you up.
Nails on the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Jean, did you tag me? Or do I need to refresh this page? Let's see what happens when I refresh. I don't know. Maybe she didn't. Who's to say?
Right. Gotta make I almost forgot to make the Prophets of Geek Culture announcement.
I was wondering where that was. I was going to retweet that, but it never was there.
There we go.
It's gone. Elizabeth says I was up at 6 a.m. Then Rebecca. Jesus Christ. Apparently somebody can't even read names. God damn it. She was saying it to Elizabeth. I was up at 6 a.m. Then I had to teach lesson at 10 a.m. I've been a bit sick today. Well, that's terrible, Rebecca. So that must be why I don't feel sick today. Keeping the universe in balance. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. There's a link to Twitch.
Oh,
Come join the after party's after party with Rebecca. Yes, go there.
nice. Did you see what else she said? More recent. It's when I was talking about her voices. It doesn't keep PB awake. So it's a voice.
I don't think anybody's voice keeps me awake. Like, when I get into that mode, like, it's time to sleep. It doesn't matter if I'm on the stream at all.
If you had a long fucking ass day, you're not
know when I
you're
said
not gonna
wooden or
win your
wooten.
fight against sleep.
No. Rebecca, I don't know when I said wooden or wooten. I don't remember saying either of those, so I probably said both. Now I've said both. Hope you feel better, Rebecca.
Oh, I'm
Pop
still
some
showing my
drugs.
fucking ass screen. Holy shit. I thought I clicked it off.
Here we go. I
I
beat you to it. I beat you to it.
What else did you guys see, or was it just a stupid fucking loop screen? It was just a stupid loop screen, that's fine.
It's the stupid loop screen.
Which is our main screen, that shows our stream. So then it looks like a fucking infinite loop.
Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite paintings.
Oh yeah, I had that up for about 2 fucking minutes. All right.
Janie, I'm not that sleep deprived. I got like 3 hours plus the nap that I took on the stream last night. So whatever that equates to, nobody knows.
And that's why I made sure I went to bed before going on the stream. Otherwise, I would have passed out on stream. Or not. I don't know how my fucking brain works.
Rebecca, you know what Rebecca did, Husky? Read this comment.
Probably more you two than me due to me napping as I could, but it's been hard today.
She took a bunch of cat naps.
Yeah.
That's what she does. She's a cat person.
Yeah.
Fuck. I hate it when you jump. I was scrolling slowly and then hit the big one.
Then the whole thing the whole screen jumped.
What happened?
You're like, oh, I'm scrolling nicely, and then the whole thing's like, boom. Like,
hello, Carmen. Hello, Margot. That's where it jumped on me. That's how far back I am. 10:46. Holy shit balls.
Well, at least if it's getting
What's a plank? A plank. Like a plank of wood? Like that you put on a ship?
Or the stupid plank. Which was for so back in early 2010s, I only found this out I found this out in a stupid ass fucking way. I don't remember how I found it. I just know I knew about it. It was called fucking planking, and it's basically you just make yourself like a fucking ass board in random ass fucking locations. It's so.
This is what it means over in jolly old England. Plank.
So.
Stupid person. Let me read the fucking comment, guy. Let me read the comment before you step all over my joke. Fuck. Hen says plank, a stupid person, comma, Zod. See? Step all over my joke, then I had to hold. Oh, that was terrible.
Fucking
terrible. Stop doing that to me.
So that's what you call those people when they did that trend.
Billie Jean, never trust that UK slang. I once thought that nonce meant fancy. That's fucking hilarious. Like, it sounds like somebody was not listening to all of the context clues, Janie. Like, you thought, I would love to know at what point somebody said the word nonce, and you're like, oh, that's a fancy person. No, not at all. It doesn't keep PB awake, Husky.
Yeah, that's the one I was telling you about when we're talking. That's how far behind you were in the chat.
Holy shit. Need an emoji for taking a bow. Yes, they do need that one. I agree. I don't know what it'd look like. You just see the top of a head. Is that it?
I thought that was taking a bow.
Holy shit. Like stealing a bow that fires arrows? That's what you thought it meant?
The fucking I don't know. Fucking English is stupid. That like several words always look like each other. It's always fucking annoying. You know who I blame for
Jamie,
English being so
hold on.
stupid?
What?
You know who I blame for English being so damn stupid?
English?
Yeah, no shit. We should have stuck to Latin.
Oh, but if we would have stuck to Latin, then all of our names would be lame. The fact that we don't speak Latin and you can name stuff in Latin, that's how they named Australia. That's a derivation of Latin, and they made up the word. Land to the south. Did you know that?
I think I've heard this somewhere. The land of the South
Of
makes
course you did.
fucking
It's
so
not
much shit
real.
seems similar.
Read this comment.
I know so much shit seems similar.
Jamie
PB, I'm pretty
Davis.
sure I could keep you awake with my voice, but I won't.
Why not?
I mean,
She
I
keeps
know how
threatening me
hard
that she's
PB's.
going to talk to me. I don't know what the wooden panel is. Oh, the wooden paneling. Wooden.
Rebecca.
Like trees.
Rebecca.
Wooden
Highlight
paneling.
Rebecca's saying with the correction.
That's not it. Jane,
Nah.
stop being mean to yourself.
She
I'm not there
texted
yet.
my half name.
She can't help it. She feels dumber than usual now. Don't feel dumber. At least I don't get to blame any more Queenie. I don't know what that means.
Eh.
You know what that means?
No.
Fuck. No, this one?
There it is. Yeah. You forgot
English
Greek.
is Latin, German, France, dear sir.
You forgot Greek. Forgot Greece.
Not Italian, though?
Yeah, I believe they also took some from Italian. The English is a language that leads other languages down a dark alleyway, beats the shit out of them, and checks their pockets for loose grammar. That's a joke me and my brother have totally said for years. He likes saying that one.
Rebecca says Shalana Grooks? 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 What? I don't know what Grooks mean. Do you know what Grooks means?
No.
Okie dokie then. Elizabeth, Husky, my quiver only has one arrow. I'm saving it for Zod. Almost read that wrong.
That's great.
Can't read that comment wrong, or else you don't know how people are going to take it. Jamie Davis said, if I knew that name thing, I've forgotten it. Coconut water to the rescue. How do you feel about flavored waters, guy?
I mean, technically, any beverage you have is a flavored water.
Oh, no.
The Kool-Aid's flavored water. Because, I mean, come on.
You see this? Read this comment.
No.
Why not?
Because, well, I mean, you can do either way. I can do it like this. Read red or red read, or wind wind or wind wind. Spelled the same, different words.
You read red in the wind wind.
Or I could do it completely like this. Red, wind, wind, spelled the same, different words. Read, wind, spelled the same, different words.
Say different words.
The funny thing is, read and red mean the same thing, but in a different context. Which is even more fucking annoying.
Yeah.
But it's great if you fuck it up, because you can always tell the English teacher, yes, it's the correct one. Or the English teacher doesn't even question it.
What? Rebecca says, sorry, I may be English. I may be English cat, but I'm not intelligent, definitely. That's some strange language there. Our language is the hardest language to learn. I mean,
Hmm.
I feel like Latin is harder because nobody just is out there talking in Latin. Like
I was
everybody
finding
learns that. Like I don't need to learn the nuances of English to be able to talk Wisconsinese. That's not a thing.
I like how people say our language is the hardest to learn, but you need to read like a fucking. You need to know like part of a dictionary to read like a fucking the front page of a newspaper in Mandarin.
Janie Davis. Sorry, everyone. I'm missing most of what's happening in the chat because I can only focus on one thing at a time when I'm tired. When it's Zod's stream, I just ignore him for the chat. But it's the opposite now.
Yeah, because we're more interesting.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
There's only one way to know for sure. I have to put a poll on Twitter.
The most interesting man, Zod versus PB.
Fucking A, there better not be any goddamn water in my cocaine. That's bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. If somebody added water to your fucking cocaine, you have a legitimate reason to burn this motherfucker down. Like, what kind of jackass would go out there and be like, I'm just walking around with my little spray bottle here, going around to all the 8 balls, going, squirt, squirt, motherfuckers. Like,
It helps getting your nose better. You got to make it like a nasal spray. Go.
Delicious. Janie, I can't do both at the same time either. Either write or listen. Either with a comma. I'm supposed to read that.
Either or either.
Well done, Husky. Well done, Husky. Hen says well done. I don't know what's well done. What did you do?
I think that was around when I was saying the word things, but I'm still not fucking sure because when I saw it, it was a little.
It's 100% about the word things. Hen, nope. Third hardest. Finne, Portuguese, English.
And you know what fucking pissed me off about school?
Finish.
Yeah, finish. You know what pissed me off about
how do you finish?
school?
Finish. What?
Finish, like Finland.
What?
The first thing that pissed me off about
finishes.
Yeah. One thing that pissed me off about school, they're like, oh, here's all these languages, German, Italian, Spanish, and French. I'm like, okay, I have Portuguese ancestry. If you offered me a Portuguese class, I would have taken it. I don't care how hard it is. I would have taken it because fucking my ancestors are Portuguese.
You have ancestors?
Yes.
Read that comment.
Rebecca, stop being mean to yourself, hypocrite.
Latin is easy to write. I loved learning to write it. Oh my god, you learn to just write the language? It's so strange. Yes, busted. She got you. Like, she's the one always telling everybody, stop being so hard on yourself. You are a wonderful person. Knock it off. There's no reason for you to be tearing you down. I was like, yes. Take your own advice, lady.
Holy shit. This is just on my feed right now because someone's just being a fucking smartass dick. They said, hey, Xbox Saudi Arabia. You know, they tagged them. How do you feel about gay rights? And did one of the pride hashtags. And then did the little, and then tagged the regular Xbox accounts too with it. They're like, oh, that's fucking hilarious.
It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, it is.
A country with real suppression. I mean, real freedom. It's all about the religion. So they're just expressing their religious liberty. That's all. That's all it is. They'll be fine. I'm sure war won't break out anytime soon in any of those spectacular, vistaed countries. There's just sand as
So I'm
far as the
getting
fucking
too
eye can
far in it
see.
without explaining too far in it. It's funny how people don't get mad at Islam for hating them, but they get mad at Judaism and Christianity for it.
Hugh Screen said, I'd say damn and get in
And
trouble for
other religions.
cursing and would say I'm talking about a dam. It never worked though. They're like, now you've said it twice.
I wonder, is the fan favorite Squirrel going to come on? Because I saw her liking.
No, Squirrel is not coming on.
She's just active on Twitter. Yeah, that's because I
She's
saw that.
active in the background because she is recovering.
Oh, no fan favorite tonight, everybody.
Nope, you're just stuck with me and the pooch. And from what my tweet said, whoever else decides to show up,
Yeah.
whoever else, I don't know who it's going to be. Like, I don't even know all of the people that I sent the link to. Speaking, don't tell me to follow my alternate account, stupid fucking Twitter. What?
This is funny.
What?
And I will say this: I'm gonna keep referring to Squirrel as the fan favorite for a while because
She
it's
is.
fun. Yeah, because she is, and it's fun to say that, and not say fan favorite before Zod because he's not the fan favorite. It's not fun though when I say
he just
it.
waffles on. He's a good waffler. Billie Jean says cola, PB. Now you're putting cola with the cocaine? I feel like that's going to ruin it worse than the water. What the fuck? Like,
You
this
can
is,
tell how
I don't
delayed
understand
people's
what,
chat is.
like, this is freaking, what do you mean? I'm only 5 minutes behind right now.
5 minutes
to
is
jump
a
ahead?
lot. I guess,
I mean,
you know.
I mean, if you would shut up, I could speed read through some comments.
All right, I'll
It's
mute
true.
for a bit.
I'll mute for a bit. Janie Davis, he fucking left the stream. That's not how you mute for a bit. What the fuck? Son of a bitch. I almost snorted water out my nose. Squirt, squirt, motherfucker. What's up, DJ Record Hound? In grade 1, we were asked to say sentences using blue and blue. I said the sky is blue, and I blew a fart. Pissed off the teacher, but I was right. Indeed. Rebecca says, Janie. Lol. Rebecca says, what? HSHS. What the fuck does HSHS stand for? I have no idea what HSHS. Oh, it says haha. It's supposed to be haha. I heard you beep into the background. Are you still muted, you son of a bitch?
I didn't intend to do that. I think I bumped the refresh button, but I went to use the bathroom. That's why I didn't jump in the back right away.
Husky, the Portuguese for F is the same in Spanish. I thought I was being slick at work. Espanol, Husky. That's what comment says. Espanol. Espanol? I'm sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. Jenny Davis, Xbox is screwed. Probably had something to do with what we talked about before, but...
Yeah, the Xbox thing
hello.
we're talking about.
Time for a finger of fudge. I don't know what that means. To me, that sounds like you're breaking through the toilet paper. But don't quote me.
So I have something.
That was you muting for a while. I only made it through like 5.
Yeah, I went up to piss.
Motherfucker used me. Janie Davis says, I fucking love Pride Month. Rebecca says, PB. Okie dokie, I will send you these from now on. What's that? What is that? A pear?
Oh, let's see. There's a bomb? Like a
Oh,
tongue
it's a
sticking
bomb.
out?
It's a fucking bomb. Jesus.
Yeah, a tongue sticking out
What's
and a
up,
double.
Angus?
So I have a question about like the
Oh, it
fucking...
did work, saying damn instead of damn. One says hey.
So I have a question. It's based on the
Send Squirrel
Phantom
love.
Zone chat. You said, why are people asking for a link onto the show? Were people constantly asking in the chat to come on the show?
Anybody who asks for a link, thank you for bringing that up. I'm so glad that you could bring that up. I actually wanted to talk about that tonight. Let's go to my tweet because I feel like I talked about this tweet and then everyone was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, oh my god. This is not complicated stuff. Where is it? Scroll down. I don't even know what this shit is. This is supposed to be my fucking page? No. The fuck is going on? Click that button. Click this button. There we go. Now I'm on the right page. Fuck. That was ridiculous. I had no idea what I was looking at. Okay, bring up the tweet. I can't click on it any more than that. Okay. I want to share the screen. Share the screen. You send in your love to Squirrel. That's what everyone's supposed to be doing. Read this comment.
Husky, I'm beginning to just tell people who hate on Jews to get rid of their cell phones, and then we can talk about your healthcare and the rest we invented, like the banks.
Just like the banks.
Here's the banks. Yeah, get rid of your bank accounts if you hate the Jews. Oh, and stop watching Hollywood movies.
Jesus Christ.
Which ones? All of them.
Read this tweet, Husky.
Another weekend in the Phantom Zone is upon us. Friendly reminder, you will not get a link to the stream by asking for one. Have a nice day.
Is that cordial enough?
Yeah.
I feel like that is cordial enough. Like, people run their shows the way that they want to run it. I don't know how many times on how many different streams that who's ever running it decides, hey, I'm going to add this random person, or I'm going to add that random person, and then it frickin' brings everything to a crashing halt because usually whoever gets added, I don't know, everyone has their own set of problems. Some people are too nervous. Some people have technical issues that they can't figure out. Like, I know Janie's a boomer, super boomer. The fact that she's watching the stream is amazing. She's not out there asking for a link to come on the show. Now, that's probably just because she's too shy, but everybody has a reason. So, unless you're completely comfortable in that environment and you've done it before, like you have run your stream and you can hold an audience on your own, then I'll send you a link. If and only if I feel so inclined. Like, it is 100% at my discretion, and it should be 100% at who's ever discretion, or who's ever hosting the stream at their discretion as well. I don't understand why this is so difficult to understand. Like, sitting in the chat saying, I would like to do this, I would like to do that. I would like the people in the chat to talk about the topic that is being discussed. If you don't want to talk about the topic and just listen, you can do that too. Nobody's stopping you, but don't go around asking for links to get onto the show. It doesn't work out. I mean, I don't know how many different times, Husky, like, give me some kind of percentage where we just bring somebody new on and it completely disrupts the stream because the person either has their own agenda, like, yeah, I know you guys are talking about this, but I'm going to say something about this.
Oh, that's
topic now.
happened. That's happened several times in the streams, and it's happened on the Phantom Zone a few times, which is why I think
I
Zod,
die.
he doesn't always. Yeah, it's why you die. But I also think is another reason why Zod, you guys don't see. Sometimes he asks, and that's a big sometimes. Sometimes he asks if X, Y, Z should come on. But last week I brought my brother on because I'm like, hey, why don't you just come on if you're not doing nothing? I know he was quiet, maybe he was talking the night before on my stream, but I also wanted to come because I know most of the bridge crews on here, and any member of the bridge crews on my Discord has permission to join my streams if I don't have a day like yesterday or anything else where I have the pre-show before the Phantom Zone on my Twitch. And he will probably join some of those to play games.
See this?
No, that wasn't immediately. That was before I mentioned that. You're still behind.
Oh, that's a ways behind, hey?
Yeah. I should click back on the stream chat so I can look at it.
Okay, let's see. God, I don't remember where I started talking about it per se. Everybody was sending love to Mad Squirrel. That's important. Is PB's sister okay? Father Zod and Squirrel's medical streams? What the fuck? What do you mean medical streams? I have no idea what you're talking about, Janie. None at all. Not one fucking bit. Husky, if we own Hollywood, a bunch of assholes have ended their careers in the last month.
Okay, maybe not all of Hollywood. Maybe the funny part, which is a comedy section.
Janie Davis says, PB, are there a lot of people asking to be on your streams? How about one person asking? And we're not talking about like somebody who's come onto the stream and has joined the stream already, and now they said, hey, what's it take to get a link to the next show? That is not the same as somebody, gosh, either on regular Twitter in DMs or in the chat on YouTube saying, hey, I'd really like to talk about this subject with you. Well, if and when, whichever one, doesn't really matter to me, you get to the point where you can run your own show, I'll come on and talk about it with you. I feel like that's a pretty good deal, isn't it?
Yeah. See, I don't know how far behind you are, but DJ's
I'm right
record
here.
house said, okay, I'll just read it. DJ's record hound said, I zone out or leave when they get political. There we go.
Exactly.
Yeah. I do too. Unless your channel is already that. I don't really follow much of them anymore or stuff. If your thing is satirical around that, already.
Say that again?
If your thing is satirical around that, then sometimes I watch it just to have a good laugh when they're bashing both sides. It's usually more fun when they bash both sides than when it gets one side.
It's always more fun when they're bashing both sides.
Sometimes you'll see more of the one side because that side's just making it easier to make fun of at the moment. But yeah, it gets annoying when it's just one-sided. All right, so Janie says, Pop Culture PB, I just meant that if they're both having medical issues, it may be reflected in their topics, like discussing universal health care.
Universal health care doesn't give people... Universal health care. What a wonderful world that we could live in, where we could force people that paid I don't know how much money to get the training to do their job to just render services on people. It's not going to work out. Universal health care is just, it's not the answer. Sorry. I mean, that's like saying that socialism's the answer. It's not. It's a great theory. Oh, it's a great theory. For sure.
Hey, man, it worked for Germany in the 1930s. They just lost the war.
Yeah, everybody loses that war eventually, whether it's immediately or after some time of oppression.
No, I was talking about the World War.
Elizabeth Me, so just create your own channel to control what happens on panel. Control. What's after the control? I see a bunch of squares.
It's just laughing. The
Ah,
XD laughing on the side, you know? Yeah.
fuck.
You know what is annoying, though, is if you were on a channel that regularly puts you on the panel and then they forget about you. You know, or remembers to do that.
Oh, we read that one already. Fucking went back for nothing. Hello, Karen. I'll put up the one to me, and then I'll put up this one. She said it to you, but I got a heart and you didn't. Haha. See the difference? Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that. One for you.
It's because love kills me. I've told you this.
Yeah, it goes haywire on his cybernetics. Doesn't do well with emotion. And says, I think that's fair, but I have a bone to pick with you, PB. The video you shared on my stream the other night got copyright claimed. I have no idea what video she's talking about. Which video? The one about Zod? Because of the music that was played in the background, I'm sure. It's a good thing. Copyright claims don't affect your channel at all, especially when we're all at this minimal level. Copyright claim ain't gonna do nothing unless you plan on making 1 million views off of that video at some point in the future when you monetize and actually make it worth your while. But that's just not going to happen because it's not how the algorithm works. Oh, Angus says, any of you bigots see the no Burnham inside?
I think it's
on
Bo
Netflix?
Burnham. I think it's supposed to be Bo Burnham.
Oh shit, I've heard of him, but
Look up his song. I think I've posted it too on the thing. Look up his song. It's called Pandering, or the Country Song. This is a great way of showing how no one really fucking cares about your ideals, especially when it comes to a big business and a certain month that they can extort people without saying too much.
read the
Not
comment.
trying to derail it. Baby, have you opened the box yet? Please open the box. What fucking box?
The box that Margot sent me with a bunch of stuff from Scotland. You know, the land of Scots. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did not open the box yet. I did not open the box yet because I was going to make a video as an unboxing, right? I never made an unboxing video, so I had some ideas, and then I drove over my phone with the lawnmower, so gotta get to do one of those on Monday.
Highlight what Planet Q's Queen said.
Okay.
Not that one. The one that tags me.
Oh, hold on. I jumped again. I guess, yep, there it is.
Japan got screwed when they signed the Geneva Convention after World War II. First of all, the Geneva Convention was the Geneva Protocol, and that only associates with gas and chemical gas weapons, not and chemical, because that was something later on that they eventually added to it, and that was before World War II. And Japan didn't get too screwed because we made sure that the USSR stayed out of it, except for the northernmost islands, which are so tiny to see on a map. We let the USSR have those if they attacked Japan a few days before we released a nuke. So they thought we were doing a land invasion over what we actually fucking did. Oh, she meant World War I. All right.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I did not know much more about. That's why I keep trying to read into World War I, but you always get so much World War II stuff. And the reason why I read into so much World War II stuff because I'm fascinated by those
because
tyrants.
You like facial hair. There's really lame facial hair during World War I, but World War II ruined an entire style.
Right. The Charlie Chaplin mustache.
Right? Like, you do it, and then one fucking guy comes after you and was like, that guy looked cool. I'm going to shave it like him. You can never do it again, or else you get called, as Angus would say, A bigot.
Right.
Janie says,
I'm
PD
not
works
clicking a
for us.
Wikipedia link.
Shut up. Talking about universal health care. I use private insurance. I use my private insurance. So the free beds are there for those who need them. That's exactly the point that I was making, was that in actual universal health care, there will be no private insurance because you won't have that option. That's not what universal health care is. That's not, well, this is the health care we give to these people and this is the health care we give to those. Everybody will get shit fucking care if you have 100% universal health care. The same way that you'd get shit fucking care in the communist utopia or the socialist utopia. These are
Fascist utopia.
fantasies. The fascist one isn't exactly the same, but it's
Fascism
so
is rooted in
close.
socialism.
Yeah, I know it is. That's why I said it's not exactly the same, but it's close. The point is, all of these things only work in theory because not everybody is a great fucking person. If everybody was the second coming of Christ, then all of these things would work. They'd work fucking great. But they don't. And there's scams all over the place and people taking advantage all the time. Elizabeth Me, if we can't afford universal health care for military family members, how the F are we going to afford it for the whole nation?
Great
Bingo.
fucking point. Because
Costs money.
they do not take care of our soldiers. There's so many fucking programs out there to try to take care of the soldiers.
Whoa. No.
Funny.
Hold on. Janie says, Americans don't share well. Americans don't share well? We don't share
Why
well?
do you share? Why
How
should you
many
share shit that you worked hard
billions?
for?
No. That's not the angle we're going to play this from. We're going to play it from the opposite angle. That we share more than anybody on the fucking planet. Are you kidding me? Americans don't share well. We're sending money to this country and that country. Some of them hate us and we still send money to them. We're funding the majority of the UN. Shouldn't
Yeah,
be
so
funding
kind
that
of
crap at all. Like, oh, how much money do we just send around the globe? And then I get attacked by an Australian for saying that we don't share well. Like, how much money is Australia sending around? Oh,
we heavily fund other countries' socialism. It's funny because
hell yes, we do.
we heavily fund UN, and now with the current everything was back. The other ones, anyways, heavily fund the UN, the HWO, the fucking NATO. Let's see, what else do we fucking fund? And there's a lot of nations that end up getting their funds through those organizations too. When you go through a few of the steps, then we fucking if you really want to know, and it's pissed me off. You read the last stimulus bill. It gave more money to foreign nations over its own citizens.
Yeah. Stimulate America by sending money to Saudi Arabia. Good
We
times.
gave money to Middle East countries that would then buy missiles to bomb Israel.
Nobody cares about them. We're trying to get them off the planet, guy. And says we have great healthcare in the UK. It's not actually free, but you don't notice you're paying for it. Oh, you notice you're paying for it. Trust me, you notice certain things that aren't affordable. You're like, I'm not using the healthcare. Why am I paying for the healthcare?
Is it as good as
Canada's? The only thing that's good about Canada is low drug prices.
Let me finish. Is it good as Canada's, where you have to hop the border to get the better healthcare? They'll actually go and fucking help you right away if you get there.
No, man, you make an appointment and they'll see you sometime after the pandemic. Hopefully your cancer doesn't take you before then. Yes, I said it. I was talking cats and missed his healthcare waffle entirely. Who's healthcare waffle? A healthcare waffle. What's up, Geek? Love waffles. They're delicious. Oh my god, I hate you so much, chat. Why do you do that? Who programmed this fucking thing? Like, is that just me? I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. Janie Davis, PB, you're absolutely right. Americans don't share well with each other.
Well, why should we share something when we've worked hard for something for ourselves? And then
No,
the person who
once
didn't do
again,
shit wants a piece of that bread.
You keep coming at it from the wrong angle, Husky. You need to come at it from the point of view that is going to get somebody to sway, because all you're doing is ingraining the way that somebody opposes that opinion. They're like, yeah, I know that you worked hard for it, but look how much of it you have. Can't you give a piece to somebody who's less fortunate? And I would say, holy fucking shit, how much money is given out all over the place to charities that do work inside of America for humans. I have no idea how much Americans give to simple charities like the Red Cross and the Salvation Army. Millions upon millions upon millions, if not billions of dollars. So I have a hard time believing that we don't share well with others. We just, as Husky said, we like our stuff and don't like being told how much of our stuff we should have to share with anybody else. That's all it comes down to, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think that when people become more wealthy, they give more? Like, they literally have to give more to have the frickin' tax break.
Well,
What's
yeah,
up,
they
Kaylee
give
Chow?
money to charity. Every rich person gives money to charity, so then they don't have to pay taxes.
And Australia sends bloody heaps to foreign aid.
And here's something fun. If you ever go to a business that asks you, do you want to donate to this charity, always say no. Because you can donate to that charity on your own time with your own money, and then you get the tax write-off instead of the corporation. Always remember that.
I'll try. I can't promise you anything. I think somebody's putting lyrics into the chat again. That's what it looks like to me. Geek style tendencies. What do you agree with? She types a lot. Agreed. Oh, now I gotta get through all of Rebecca's spam. Maybe I'll read the next song. Who knows? Like, just when you think you're about to catch up, the whole fucking thing jumps. Jesus Christ. PB, how much do you think America contributes to the UN as percentage? Agreed, the US is the largest financial contributor. That's all that I need to fucking know! I don't need to know the exact percentage to know that it's the largest percentage out there. I know, I feel like the last one that I heard some years ago was in the neighborhood of 50%, which is fucking ridiculous, because why should we be giving 50% to something that we don't have any control over at all? In the sense of, we are the ones being told that we're the evil ones, instead of the people that don't mind killing their own people. They're like, they're not the right type of religion, so they got to get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry that it boils down to that, but in a lot of the world it does.
The most fun part of the UN is when they watch genocide, when they were created to stop genocide.
Yeah, they're like, what's going on here? Well, we can't do anything because too many of the countries in that area don't want the humanitarian aid. I was like, wait a second, they don't want the humanitarian aid. What wonderful people they must be.
They could have prevented the Rwandan genocide.
Yes, Husky, if you're sick, you go to a doctor or hospital and you can get free help, just like in America. Nobody can refuse you in America. Like, what?
I haven't had them do that.
You will get back tenfold what you give out. That's what Marco says. So then we give out stuff and then we get shit on. That's what happens. If you get seriously ill, you will be treated with motherfucker.
He's here.
Oh, really? Well, sir, did you miss something? Did you forget about something? Maybe a depressed villain waiting on my buddy, crying my tears.
Would you do a whole stream alone?
No. It went off gangbusters.
No, it didn't. Lies. There's no way it went off gangbusters if it was just the two of you.
I figured you fell asleep because you fell asleep last night.
No, I forgot to send you a text message. Like, I feel like I might even have it typed up and forgot to hit the send button. I meant to tell you that I was going to dinner with my family. I didn't tell you that? I did fucking tell you that, you motherfucker.
No, you didn't.
Bullshit.
No, look at my text messages. I've got one from my bank.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what it looks like on my end. Right here at the top. 6:40 p.m. I'm going to dinner with my fam. I don't know when I'll be there.
Okay, well, I'm going to chalk this up to my phone's a piece of shit, and I probably will get it tomorrow. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, there's the message from the past.
Like, I sent it to your phone number, not the work phone, guy.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I just got it now.
Sure you did. He just got it 5 hours later. It's not like it's been sitting there staring him in the face.
No, because I just opened it up now, because you can see when I open it up, I'm literally looking at it now.
Husky, sharing is caring. That's what Carmen says. So it's a good thing that we share a lot with the rest of the world. They are welcome.
Hey, Carmen. Good to see you.
Man.
Our government doesn't share well with citizens. Individuals share a great deal. I mean, food stamp program, welfare programs, Medicaid programs. The government shares a lot of money. Maybe they should share less, and in turn take in less, and just let people keep their own money and they can decide what to do with it because they know what's best for me anyways. Like, you know where you want to spend your money. Do you want to spend your money on some terrible fucking stupid program that you completely disagree with, but the government at the time or any time deems it appropriate, so we're spending your motherfucking money instead of not taking your money, and you can spend it on whatever the fuck you want. You can give all of it to fucking charity and live in a cardboard box if you want to. Nobody is stopping you, Mr. Beast.
I actually want to spend my money on Disney because they don't have enough.
That's what I did. I got the Plus. I had to get Disney Plus so that I could watch stuff easily, and it was worth it. Although I didn't watch the first episode of Loki yet. You guys watch that?
No.
Why in the fuck would you ask the only person on this panel who will not watch it?
Zod, can you read this comment?
At Cybernetic Husky. You should listen to him at Pop Culture PB. You're right again. I'd blame the government, but that would just make us take over the chat arguing, so I'll cede the point for now.
Thank you. I'm glad that you could say that I was right again, and I got Zod to say it.
I mean, I was just reading the comment, as you like to state.
Do the religious
Hole in the
thing and
wall,
anoint your
in the wall
politician in
around.
oil.
Ooh, wow, it's there. Ow. Yeah? Is that how that song's supposed to go? I don't think
Yeah.
it is.
I don't know what the song is. Maybe I do. I just don't recognize the lyrics.
Get up the wall, in the wall, in the wall, in the world around. Ooh, wow, ooh, wow. Hole in the wall. What the fuck? Losing your chat. Whoops. Could be
Wow.
your boy. You could be my girl. Could be your boy. Come on, wreck my world. The fuck? What? What? Stop. How did those go? Come on, rock my world. Wow, it's how. Woo, hole in the wall, around. Ooh. These aren't
This is
real
so
words.
fucking creepy.
Isn't it? It's creepy as fuck. Geekocidal tendencies. PB, the U.S. contributes 20%, agreed, the largest, of the UN's total budget. And really, it's basically a mafia payoff, so the rules can be overlooked. It's not the point. Like 20% is 19% too much. It's like 200 and some countries. Get it together, people. Like, if you can't pay the dues, get the fuck out of the club. Isn't that how that shit works? You gotta be able to pay dues to stay in the club? Make these
That's
motherfuckers
how
pay some
I
goddamn
understood it.
dues. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
it seems like we get hit harder for our dues.
Janie says, Rebecca, are you in heat? That's usually when cats sing the most.
Oh.
She's like, oh, I didn't realize I was giving off that impression. Oh my god, everybody in the chat thinks that I'm some horny pussy.
Oh, Jesus.
What? What's wrong with you? What? Is somebody walking by at work and they heard me say horny pussy?
No. I just had some weird things about cats to go through my mind.
You're a weird thing about cats. You are. Think about that.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm probably the only person besides Bitchy in the United States that watched Cats in an empty theater.
Oh, that
tell
was
you
real
how great
fucking
that
dumb.
movie
Why
was.
would you watch that piece of trash?
Because,
Nope, I don't want to hear the answer. You'll have to unmute yourself.
Matt Damon.
Oh my god. This is for you.
Hey, Han.
It says, hi, Zid. Rebecca drops the karaoke mic, goes off to a box, and refuses to be condescended to. The now mean damn blasted chat.
You know, this motherfucker, Purp, drops into an awfully lot of our streams, but I ain't seen this motherfucker on the panel so that I could tell him how we need to talk about anime, you son of a bitch.
Purp's sheltering.
Bring back your
Yeah,
anime
I'm
streams, then, son.
sheltering.
I
You
miss
gotta
doing
bring-
those.
Why'd you stop?
Because I don't got no one as crazy as me to talk about it. I had someone crazy, but this motherfucker went to trolling us. You're part of the bridge crew too, you son of a bitch. I'm taking PB's job here. Just drop in here, motherfucker.
No, we're supposed to not mind him. Something about Rwanda, Somalia, you know, all of those phenomenal countries in Africa, right? Those are where all the good ones are. Not the Western civilized countries. There's a few in the East, I'll give it to them, but
Maybe he realizes all this white privilege is going to get us canceled. And he's like, I'm not going to go down with this white ship.
yes, I had pizza and onion rings at the golf course. It was delicious.
I have chili cheese fries right now that my
From?
beautiful girl
From?
got. Oscars?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a great burger joint. Much better than what the fuck is it called? Because I got food poison in there twice, and I don't eat there. Carvel.
I've already decided I didn't care about the answer. I'm sorry that I asked you that question. You've taken too long. You are the
You
weakest
should have
link.
expected that.
Geek digresses, and thank you for letting me voice my silly little opinion. You're welcome. Apparently I've been getting poked. Who's getting poked? Where did Elizabeth poke? Did I miss something? PB, you obviously not tried to get yours. Social Security ain't gonna fucking be around when I'm that age. Are you fucking kidding me? Tried to get Social Security.
Hey.
It's gonna be bankrupt.
I don't mean to intervene, but Janie did say we should end the fucking political discussions in her last one that you highlighted.
You did?
So we don't light up the flash. Yes. One of the last ones, that big one.
Okay,
when she
well,
takes
Jenny
both of
only
us.
stepped in to say hi. Quickly. I gotta run off now. Hi and bye. That's to you, Husky. Just to you.
Bye.
Hey, look at that. Wouldn't you know it? Jumped to the bottom again. I don't know where I'm at. Jenny
Yeah,
Davis.
that happens.
I watched Cats and it was pretty good, but I was high.
I mean, I feel like that's how you should watch this movie. I think people are reviewing it wrong. If you get really fucked up, that movie is spectacular.
If you get
It's
really
probably
fucked up,
one of the
then
best
you can watch the butthole print of Cats.
I
That's
feel
the
like
one that
if you're
everybody
like on LSD, drinking, smoking some weed, maybe some ketamine. I don't know. Everything.
This
Just
is
do
what I
everything.
need to do. I need to pop the fucking chat out so that I can see the chat in real time, and then I don't have to necessarily worry per se about seeing the StreamYard one in a reasonable fashion, because this one will just keep scrolling. There we go. Life is much better. Hen says, Darren, was it you I dropped my email for? I remember doing it, but not sure who for. I was sleep deprived at the time. Who the fuck is Darren? The record hound?
I have no clue.
Fair enough.
I don't even know what stream I'm on right now.
Fair enough. Janie Davis said, Husky, who's a good boy? You are. You're such a good boy. Aww. I'll take that as a yes.
Yes.
It took me, Q's Queen says it took me even longer. I tried at 18, then worked until I was 27 or 28 when I finally got it, and then the lawyer told me that the only way I'd get it is if I had meds. I got on. Yeah, meds will get you. Meds definitely do help you move towards that end. That's what I've been told. I don't want to do this. You want to do this? Zod, you need to watch the video I sent you. Just have a tissue handy. No.
Yeah, I can't because I can't apparently be doing StreamYards and on the internet, or I blow it up and everything crashes.
Janie Davis says, I've mixed ketamine and weed. Nothing.
Sounds like your head's in the right place.
DJH Record Hound. Yep, I'm Darren. Wait, what sounds rude? Oh, I was wrong. She doesn't take the meds. My mistake. Didn't it read as she did?
Yeah,
it's always true that I could have read it wrong, but who knows?
I mean, I'm the only one around here who reads wrong. I firmly claim that title, and I wear it proudly.
Yes, and I agree. Tissue handy does sound provocative. Like, I don't want to be talking about that with these people here. Are you fucking kidding me? So, when's the next? When you watching episode 1 of Loki's ad?
Between now and never.
Oh, so sometime soon then, it sounds like.
No, I don't care about anything that's going to fuck up the timeline that apparently doesn't exist anymore.
What do you mean? I don't care about anything that's going to fuck up something that doesn't exist? What?
Exactly. That's the whole show.
He's calling the show a paradox, but it's not going to affect anything because the timeline's deleted.
Paradox. Why are you fucking doing this, guy? Why are you being like that?
Because I hate everything the new MCU is doing. It's terrible. Every choice.
Every choice. So you would have given the shield back to Steve Rogers' corpse?
I said everything that they're doing now.
Now started like a few months ago, guy. That means that the black man getting the shield counts in that fucking time.
Now started with Far From Home.
I would have at this point given it to Steve Rogers because it's a representation of the Marvel Universe is dead.
Interesting.
It died after Endgame.
I know that he gave it to these two, but his corpse is still hunched over on the bench. Let's prop it up with the shield.
That's funny you bring that up because they never really specify what happened to Cap after that. Did they just leave him there?
Dude, they walked out of frame. Like, the camera pans so that you don't see him anymore, and then dead.
That disturbs me the most. They just left Captain America. They're like, well, Steve, you had a good run, but fuck yeah, we gotta be moving along.
Here, let's see if I can bring up that incredibly short clip. I feel like it's got to be pretty easy to find, right? Cap passes shield.
Someone probably got it somewhere.
See if YouTube tries to attack me.
It was a very odd choice. They give us that great flashback that I thoroughly enjoyed, because he finally got that dance. Who didn't love that nostalgia there? But
I get to see Peggy's a win.
Yeah, that was great. But then when you think about it, you're like, man, they just left that motherfucker right on the bench. They didn't move him or nothing. It's just like he's just still sitting there.
What would you want to move him for?
I don't know. Maybe give him a funeral or something. Because now I'm confused. Is he alive? Is he dead? Did they just say fuck him and leave him on the bench? We don't know. We know he got his dance.
Oh, of course, the one that I clicked on cuts it off early. They cut it off with a fucking handshake. Let's try a different one. Fucking dickheads. Unbelievable. What is this shit? Oh, they're opening the case with the stones. Okay. Scroll a little further. Want to see the very end. He walks away! Show me him walking away, you motherfucker! Are you kidding
Who
me
walks
right
away?
now? Sam walks away from Steve.
Oh, I thought you meant Steve walks away. I'd be like, wow, we did all of us miss that? Because I've seen the movie 3 times. I don't remember that.
No, that's not what happened. Let's see if this one works. Who knows? What's the last thing you're gonna show me? No. They keep ending on the fucking handshake. Like a bunch of twats. Yeah, no, I'm not supposed to say that word. I don't give a fuck. Well, that's really upsetting. Apparently it's not going to show me the one little bit that I need. Unless I do it the super cheap way. Just go to my Disney Plus and jump to that point in the fucking movie. That's doable, right?
Yeah, I mean, should be.
Oh, it's easily doable. Where the fuck is this shit? No, just show me where Endgame is. Phase 3 and 4. Scroll sideways. Scroll sideways. There we go. We're gonna get this figured out, goddammit. I'm telling you, he dies on the bench. 100%.
I'm pretty sure he does too, and I'm pretty sure they just leave his body there.
Yeah, what do you gotta grab his body for? That's weird.
Because they should have moved Captain fucking America, man. They're just gonna leave him there. Some joggers probably found him. They're like, oh shit, this looks like Captain America. And then we cut to like what, the Winter Soldier and what is it? The name of that show, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There we go. And they had a funeral, but they never told you if they got him off the park bench. I mean, the man's an American hero. And the last fucking scene I see, he's just sitting there. We assume he just passed on after that really long message that most people who are his age wouldn't be able to remember.
Yeah, I know.
He'd be like, yeah, I came back to tell you something, but for the life of me, I forgot, so it's probably not important.
So it's way worse than I thought. It's way worse than I thought. It doesn't pan away. He literally dies right in front of him, and they just fade out. They're like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
What? Oh, my God. We were so swept in nostalgia. No one noticed this?
You see this?
Wow.
You see what's going on? You see the screen? Yes?
Yep.
Okay. We'll just play this little bit here.
No, I don't think I will.
Look, there's Cap.
Just fade out. Gone. That's it. He's just living in his memories because he's dead.
Oh my God, that scene is so much more fucked up thinking about that. Like everyone was like, they're like, oh, Cap got a happy ending. The fuck he did.
I mean,
it's literally him dying.
They play the uplifting music. He shakes his hand with both hands because he's old.
Oh my God, that is so bad. Oh, I'm so shattered as a Captain America fan. I thought we got it better than Tony, but we all got fucked.
Dude, it's so fucking lame. I'm telling you, he dies right in front of Sam, right there on that bench. Just over. And it's just like, well, he'll turn into dirt eventually. It's fine.
Oh my God, I am so heartbroken right now.
There's something someone said that would have made that scene better. Is it someone
Hello,
said
Sherry.
they should? No, they said that should have been Stan Lee's cameo for the movie, just showing that Stan Lee was Captain America, just checking up on his friends
Zod,
in
that's
the
for
movies. That is
At least he got laid. He got laid like 50 fucking years ago. 60 years ago.
if you're saying that, Tony Stark got laid so many times. He's fucking Playboy.
No, you talk. Is what over yet? No, it's never over. It continues. What's up, Brian? Did they make him look like Biden on purpose? Like Biden is quintessential old man. So, yes.
If that's the case, then there's a strong implication there. What are they saying? He's just gonna fucking die and a park bench and gonna leave him there. No,
I want to read this one. Dies on the bench, but has an epic funeral for a rich drunk guy in an adorable metal red suit. I feel like it should be red metal, but whatever. Love it.
Oh man, that is so disheartening. Because, like, when you think about it, yeah, Tony got the better deal. He had all the people sad, every Avenger, fucking Nick Fury with his cat scratch eye. It was, fucking Captain Marvel, who we don't know why she earned the right to be at the funeral, because it was not like she was in the entire franchise the whole fucking time.
What? She's so important, guy. Who else could legitimately hit on Peter Parker?
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
What's up, Peter Parker?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. If I was Peter Parker, I'd be like, well, hello there.
Husky, did you see what you did?
Yeah. That fucking pissed me off ever since.
Cry. Shut the fuck up. Stop making the audience cry. You
I got pissed off ever since I heard that. Everybody needs to know that. It should have been Stan Lee as Old Man Captain America, and all of his cameos were just him checking up on his buddies.
I mean,
Jamie Davis says, PB, someone harvested Cap for a super soldier clone army. I don't think you can clone that in that sense, but I don't know, maybe you can. Maybe if you clone
they did it with Palpatine, so Disney's just following that motto.
Don't be dragging down Marvel to Star Wars level writing. Fuck off, guys.
No, we got the Multiverse of Madness where the Captain America and Tony Stark from another universe will appear so they can have them in the MCU still.
$2 billion. Wait, what? Dude, if they're in that fucking movie, they're not going to be telling people up front about it. It's going to be a surprise. And as soon as people find out that either of them are in the movie, let alone both of them, because it doesn't fucking matter if they come from an alternate universe and are either one, a giant fucking douchebag, or two, Tony Stark.
I mean, but Tony Stark is kind of a giant fucking douchebag. That's one of his lovable qualities.
Stop stepping on my joke. See, not the only person here. Hen says, my son was devastated when they killed off Tony Stark, and so was I. There's not a whole lot of times when you go to a movie and you end up crying at a comic book movie.
I was sad, but I kind of knew from phase one that when they were going to do Thanos, people were going to die. And then I figured the two big ones, which was Cap and Tony, they were going to die. Just didn't know when.
So you never thought Thor was going to die? You're like,
No. I didn't really think
they
Thor
are the
was
big three.
Thor already died in that movie. He became the Big Lebowski.
Shut the fuck up. That was his dignity died. Ever. No. He's actually a more upstanding individual in that movie. He's sticking up for
Oh
his
my
friends when he
God!
doesn't
Listen to
have
this
to,
Marvel
attacking
fanboy.
people on the internet. Like,
I
that
mean, I did
Thor
appreciate it.
is the Thor that killed Thanos.
Nah, I appreciate him attacking internet people. I wish he did it with Overwatch because that community is far more toxic than
Well, which one's more? Which one's more of the profitable game, Overwatch or Fortnite?
Yes.
Both of them are pretty prosperous.
No,
Yes to all.
Fortnite is way higher in fucking. I don't fucking care for the game. It has a way higher player base than Overwatch, and Overwatch community has been dying for the past 2 years.
Okay. Can you
Yeah.
talk about this stupid fucking game for 3 minutes?
Maybe I don't
No,
know.
like the two of you obviously play this game, no?
I
Yeah.
mean, the last time I played it was before that whole China thing with that
Doesn't
kid and the
matter.
Blizzard
I
lockdown.
just need you to talk about it for a couple of minutes while I get something to drink, guy.
Okay. Zod,
Excellent.
will you ejaculate on the audience of what you want to talk about it?
I mean,
What the
anytime I get to do that,
What the fuck?
I jump.
No! Leave the audience alone! God damn it. They're gonna be... Okay, spies in the
He's
chat.
gonna
You
come
keep
back to like 2 people watching.
Excuse me. Keep an eye on these panelists while I'm gone. I'll know what you motherfuckers said about me. God damn it. 3 minutes. 12:05.
All right, continue ejaculating.
But here's the thing, though. Fortnite doesn't have a big fucking tournament for their fucking thing.
They did.
Yes, but they don't now. There's still tournaments going on for Overwatch. And Pro
apparently
I don't see any Fortnite
Dota
Pro
2 So Dota 2 is the biggest esports game. And then there's CSGO. Do you think these games are very... Now, how do you see these games? Do you enjoy them, like them, or care about them, or is this the first time you're hearing about them?
Dota 2, I can leave or take. What was the other one?
CSGO.
I don't give a shit about.
Yeah. And if you want to talk about toxic communities, there's your most toxic one in CSGO.
Yeah, but anyone with a big player base has. It amazed me because I had never seen that many people talk that amount of shit. I was in this game, and I literally had just brought the game, and I had a 10-year-old curse me out. Now I can't confirm they were 10, but by the sound of their voice, I was guessing that's about their age range. And I was like, "Are you even supposed to be on this fucking game right now? Where's your parents?" And then they logged off.
Yeah.
It was fucking hilarious, and I was just fucking around. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But hey, Hen, I'm sorry we don't have the intellectual conversations that Mr. Pop Culture PB has. My feelings are hurt. She did the Z
You're putting
side.
the chat to sleep? What the fuck happened? People falling asleep, people are leaving. Oh my god. Fucking abandoned people for fucking not even 3. Well, maybe it was 3 minutes. It says it's 12:08 now, so I was right on the number. Like, fuck. What did you guys do while I was gone?
Not that much.
We talked about live streaming cuties, and everyone left.
Fucking Christ. Don't bring up that fucking thing on my channel, guy.
Sent everyone off. What do you mean we sent everyone off? There was 14 watching when we started, and now there's 13.
I'm talking about
yeah, the other person
participants.
just might have fallen asleep on their device. We don't
they
know.
clicked the back tab.
No, I'm talking about this and this And
It's because Zod is
this,
ejaculating on the audience.
that would not put anybody to sleep. That's like heightened state of awareness. Like creepy motherfuckers abound. Keep your eyes peeled.
Hey, I'm very cautious where it goes. Don't worry,
We were talking in like games in relation to the MCU.
The MCU. What about the MCU?
The
There's
fucking
games in the
shit talk.
MCU.
No, the shit talking that Thor did in Endgame. In the game they were playing. That's why we brought it up. Then it's just like, oh, they're talking games. I mean, we kind of have to in the context of that scene.
Fuck, man. Putting the drink on my forehead for some unknown reason. It's warm in this goddamn room.
You
I
want
don't know why they're opposed to heaven.
If you want some game stuff that's funny, there's a few games in the 2000s when Halo 2 was coming out. And I was like, oh, I was playing that in the background. And there's a couple times I've looked closely at it. It is the fucking E3 demo. It's fucking hilarious. I love shit like that. It's like, oh, that's when you look at that and then you look at like their E3 demos or what their showcase and you're like, holy fuck, they're not even playing it. That just makes it fucking hilarious.
I also want to highlight too a big thing for anybody who's a fan of the Evil Dead franchise. They have an Evil Dead game coming out, and I am super excited. I have not had an urge to buy a game in a while, but yeah, might have to go and get that one.
We're not sitting here talking about your urges.
I mean, according to Husky, I was already doing that all over the chat, so I'm good.
Jesus Christ. Chat's covered in white stuff. Nasty. PB, a girl can't take a chance to hydrate. There was only one entertainer left. Have fun figuring out who I'm talking about. One of you fucking left while I was left?
No, we were both on.
Then I don't understand this comment.
No, she's roasting either me or Zod.
Oh.
You gotta figure out
entertainment.
I have to figure out? No, I don't have to figure out because Husky was the only entertainer left. Oh, yeah, there's some entertainment. Why is the background so crooked? Are you looking up at yourself? The fuck?
Yeah. This is the voice of God telling you, fuck off.
Well, Zod just called himself God. He's going to hell.
Yep.
Broke the first commandment. You're going
These are the
down to hell.
rules.
Of course I'm going to hell. I've got my spot reserved.
Yo, man, when you go to hell, can you say hi to Hitler for me?
What the fuck?
I heard Stalin's on there too. Oh, how they doing? They still hate each other's guts. I want to know after all these years, are they cool now?
No, pineapples tend to unite you, and we all know where those pineapples are going. So
they're all waiting for Amber Heard to get down there.
Nice and turn sideways. That's what you do with pineapples, right? Shine them fuckers up real nice and turn them sideways. Then angrily insert. Did you step all over my last line, motherfucker? Why do you keep talking at the same time as me? What's happening tonight?
We're in sync.
That's terrible. I would prefer that we were out in the back street.
I feel like this analogy is not getting any better.
Do you know what temperature it is in the back street? It's 98 fucking degrees. It's as far as I'm willing to go.
Oh man. Welcome back, Planet Q's Queen.
Welcome back. Janie says, PB, don't worry about it. God has been saying that to me my entire life. Crikey. Darren says, at least your coffee never gets cold in hell.
That's true.
I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Ouch, my arsehole just clenched up. Bingo. What is the reservation? What is the reservation is next to Miss No Name? What the fuck? Is that what that says? What is the reservation? Right?
Yep.
Is next to Miss No Name. I don't. What? I don't understand what that means. And I'm reading it like an idiot. Q's not touching that. Oh my god, remember when Iron Man movie game for PlayStation and 360 came out in 2008? Fanboys were paying $80 for it. It was a 2 hours game beginning to finish.
I got the PSP version of the Iron Man movie game, and it was a gift at Christmas. I don't know how much they paid for it. Probably not that much.
Janie
It
says
was a
she
fun
loved
PSP game.
getting a crikey, mate. I mean, it doesn't take much to sound more Australian than Stevie. It's quite easy, actually. He's not really from there. He's from New Zealand. Shh. Wait, what if? Oh, what if the reservation to make? What if the reservation is next to Miss No Name? Poor Zod. Now I
was
get
saying
it.
her name. I said her name a little earlier. It's fucking. They're all waiting for Amber Heard to get down there.
I mean, they're not waiting. They're like crossing their fingers, going, "Could you please send that one to constant purgatory? Because we don't need the temperature of hell to be raised." She blows a lot of fucking hot air, guy. It's one of her special skills. Think about it.
I think hell will be like, yeah, we're going to put you next to the philosophers.
Next.
Because we didn't want to hear fucking Plato and Aristotle for all eternity. So we just kind of gave them their own little place over there. We're like, okay, you guys stand in the corner. That's where they're going to put Amber.
Jenny says, PB, nah. They sound South African. South African, crikey. They say crikey in South Africa? Who knew? Blimey.
Oh.
I think they're just like E-words.
Hello.
What's up, GLB 2.0? He asked, or he didn't ask, or maybe it is a question. There's no punctuation. That could be a question or a statement. I'm going to take it as a question. Saturday was good? Yes, it fucking was. I went out for pizza and onion rings. It was fucking delicious.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm asking the two of you. I already got Husky's story for Saturday. Unless you can give the super condensed version. You have 60 seconds.
That was my Friday story. No, I'm not giving a condensed
then how the fuck
fucking
was
version.
your Saturday?
Oh, my Saturday was we went to my I did part of the Saturday one. We went to my grandma's house to move shit. That was a condensed version of that, which I said after the Friday shit. And I didn't do much the rest of the day.
Q said joke time. Oh, sorry. I thought that was the end. Was that not the end? Husky?
It may have been the end. Fucking.
Okay.
That was my Saturday. My Friday was a little more interesting. That was the story I said earlier.
Gotcha. Q's Queen. What does the Q say to the Kryptonian? The boss in hell doesn't want any competition. That's not the answer to the question, but I thought that they went together so wonderfully.
Yeah. I agree.
You want to read this comment, Zod? I know you want to.
Boy, throw some shrimp on the Barbie.
Nope,
You
no,
fucked
no.
up.
I said read the comment. There's no oi. You can't
That's how
say it without the oi, can you?
That's my starter.
He can't do the accent unless he uses a starter word. I like it. Oh my god. Fucking hair. Fuck off. I don't know if it came from the top of my head or from the top of my mustache. The guess is yours. Oh my god. Good to hear. Yeah, good to hear.
I like this person.
Who? This? Landon?
Yeah.
You didn't know that's who it was?
Oh no, I didn't.
Hey, just change his name a little bit, guy. Relax.
Oh,
Katie Davis, I had cupcakes, so my Saturday and Sunday were good. Q's Queen says hashtag waiting Zod. Are
oh,
you supposed to answer her question? I thought that she was going to give us the answer. Like, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. How's your neck?
JD Davis, is this real? Says PB, now I'm leaving. Angry fucking face. Yikes. And says he is really bad at impressions. I don't know, is an impression like doing just a generic accent is doing an impression? I always thought an impression was of a specific person, but what do I know? He can't do the accent even with the starter word. Oi! Oi! Put another shrimp on the barbie! It's terrible. It's so goddamn terrible.
You skipped over Janie Davis. She's not mad at you. She's mad at me. I probably said something.
Oh, you're making fun of her accent?
Maybe it was because I did such a terrible job. I offended her.
Well, I mean, that's completely okay. We're not doing a super long stream tonight anyways, because I have to work in the morning again, and I didn't get shit for sleep last night because I fell asleep with the computer on me. Good times.
Does that mean we're closing up soon?
It means we're closing up within the next hour and 13 minutes at most, but it could be shorter than that. Like, I'm not going for more than 3 hours at most. How's that feel? I feel like
That's
3
fine.
hours is plenty. We've already been rambling for an hour 47. We didn't even have a fucking topic. I got here late. I said, "Are you ready?" He said, "Yes." I clicked the button. I said, "Fuck it. We'll do it live."
Ooh, risque.
Oh my god, we're not doing that live, you creepy bastard. It's not like we're on your Twitch channel.
Hey, there is nothing but highbrow stuff over there until I cook.
Darren says, closest I saw was a stripper eating shrimp from another named Barbie.
That sounds
Answer
like
to the question, what did the, shit. Who said to Kryptonian? The Q say to the Kryptonian. Invade your own fucking world, you assholes, or be snapped into space.
Wow.
That's an angry joke. And says it was his accent that made her want to leave. I knew it. Phoebe, I'm still here, and luckily for Zod, I'm very patient with people's special needs.
JD, it's fine. You can call Zod a retard if you want. It's cool.
Wow, Husky. Whoa. We don't use that anymore.
I still do.
I'm offended.
Oh, that's offended. Oh
I'm
no, wait,
going
that's
to
good.
bitch
That's
on
good news.
Twitter
He's
now for
offended.
3 hours.
Jane, you look what I did. I offended Zod. That's great. Does that make you
That's
happy?
great.
It's always a good day when you offend Zod.
That's it.
TJH Record Hound. It was Dick Van Dyke doing English bad. When was he ever doing a fucking English accent? I missed that one. And says, so not 5 hours, 36 like me then. It was only meant to be an hour or so. Lol. Janie Davis says, bad dog.
Great.
Go to your Go to your crate.
No.
Right meow.
No.
She
So you're
likes the cat
saying
person
you
much.
like Zod?
Who?
Janie, you saying you like Zod?
Who
Eh?
doesn't like Zod? I can tell you one person, but I don't want to talk about it while we're live. It's a secret.
Who's Zod's biggest fangirl boy? Probably the dude.
Oh, it's definitely a fan man.
Oh, jeez. I'm surprised I haven't accumulated more enemies with the shit I've said. Whoa.
You just have ignored them. You have more enemies than you probably know.
Oh, cool. I would like to know so that I can send them a middle finger.
No, these are
like
secretive enemies. These are the types of enemies that only lurk in the chat. And you're like, wow, I thought everything was going super smoothly on the stream. And all of a sudden, there was a downvote.
Yeah, I know. And to that person, I
You
say,
eating guy.
to that person who gave me a downvote, I say, thanks for watching.
No. When I unmute your microphone, tell me what you're eating.
Oh, I'm eating these delicious chewy fruit snacks.
Jeez. Not a sponsor. These delicious. Husky, I think it was the R word. Following up. Husky, I don't love the R slur. And I'm mad at myself for opening the door to it.
Don't worry, Chad. If you don't like it, one day you'll be closing a room with somebody who is that and is fine with being called that. And they'll get you to fucking say it, just like Samuel L. Jackson got Leonardo DiCaprio to say the N-word for a movie. He was in a room and kept fucking interrogating his ass to fucking say it. Because he didn't want to say it.
Geekicidal tendencies. I am starting a new channel called The Drunk Drummer. The concept being music, beer, while learning a new song from beginning to end. Cyber, should we do a collab? We should do a collab. What?
Yeah, I mean, we should
That
do a
sentence
collab.
grammatically is not a question. Cyber, we should do a collab? That is a statement. Should we is a question. Whatever.
Yeah.
English is funky.
I mean, we should. I don't really drink that much, though. But I think I'm
No,
shit.
but
So,
you can.
yeah, well, it's fun.
Like, you just got to find the right alcohol that's not going to fuck with your cybernetics.
Yeah, I occasionally try. I don't intend to get drunk, though.
Oh, what do you mean? Nobody intends to get drunk every time. Shit sneaks up on you.
I disagree with that. These days,
Okay, you want to know why? If I have a drink, I have one fucking drink for the day, and I'm done on my own fucking free will. I don't want to fucking
You're
drink
done?
more. Yep.
You're like,
I
one is
regret
enough?
not drinking.
Yeah,
last
one's
night.
good, and I'm going on with my day.
What's the point of having just one?
That's all I want. I just want fucking one.
It
What
seems like not enough.
See, I don't fucking drink much.
I don't drink much either, but I drink more than one when I do.
Yeah, that's your choice, and I'm telling you my choice.
Husky, can you
Yeah,
read this
Pete.
comment?
Gotta walk them up. It's bye for now. Great stream. Thank you.
She's going to walk her cats. Wild.
Have a good one.
Bye, Margot.
On Tiffany's stream, I got to say toodaloo to everyone. It was fucking great. I've always wanted to work that into a goodbye.
The Toodles?
Yep. Later, I'm just gonna say that, like toodles.
Oh my god. No. Geekicidal tendencies. It's not about the drinking, Husky.
All right, I know. It's more about the drumming.
No, it's more about the, what was the third thing? I thought there was three
Trying
things.
to learn a song. Trying to learn a new song within a time frame of the drinking.
No, the third thing. Cyber. We should do a collab. That's what I agree
That's a
with.
collab. Yeah. I want to know because I'm curious. Do you have a thing set up so you can record your drums in a, what I should say, nice way? And by nice way, I mean you have mics for your drum.
Husky just mounts his phone on his forehead.
I try to do whatever. It fucking sucks when you have a damn. I have a stand for a camera, but I don't know what the fuck to get to put my phone on it.
She wants us to discipline the dog? The dog
Holy
is not
shit,
my
you think
son.
I take orders from the guy below me? Have you not been on the fucking show? You haven't been watching the shows the past few weeks. When I've been holding the chat hostage so they pay us. And here, keep that up for a second, P, because I'm going to show the chat what I was going to do if I didn't crash before the stream. This was going to be my name. All right, you can click off of it so you can look at my name.
No, I know how it works, guy. You think that I take instructions from the guy below me? Wait for the joke. Always wait for the joke.
Always wait for the joke. That was going to be my name for the stream yesterday.
You see this, Zod?
That's great.
Unpaid intern.
He just wants a biscuit. I don't blame him.
Woof.
He's like, I just want the dog treats. Even Scooby's got snacks. That motherfucker marketed them.
What's this stand for? Those are 4 letters that I know the first 3, but the third one seems like...
It's either an I or an L.
Yeah, but what is PMSL? What's PMSI? I know what the PMS is. I don't know what this extra fucking letter's doing there. Goddamn June. Just throwing fucking letters everywhere. Fuck you, June. You used to be such a nice month. Now there's just letters flying about like every which fucking way. Like, look at this rainbow. Like, I couldn't even see the Comedy Central logo at first because it's a goddamn fucking rainbow. I was like, oh, there it is. I thought it had disappeared from the channel. I was watching Schitt's Creek.
That's hilarious because everybody's jumping on that bandwagon. Did you hear that about the new Care Bears?
What?
Oh, yeah. They got the rainbow treatment. It's fucking magical.
I thought they were already a bunch of fucking rainbows.
No shit.
Yeah. They just took the white Care Bear and put fucking the rainbow flag on there.
Oh, they made one individual bear a rainbow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm surprised didn't get the fucking treatment? Fucking the Smurfs. There's only one chick. those dudes were definitely banging before she came around.
I mean, you know what? On this, I 100% agree with Cyber, because I always wondered that fucking question myself. Like, you're all hitting on her. What were you guys doing before Smurfette came to the village? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah, I
this
always
answer
say
your
the stork in the
question?
show, but man, it gets lonely out there in Smurf Village when Gargamel's not hunting you.
You gotta occupy your time, right?
Right.
Geek says, I record with a Zoom H6. What do you use?
My phone. And that changes
Which
depending on
is?
whatever phone. Well, currently this the Samsung Galaxy A11. It was my iPhone 7. It's just whatever I currently fucking have as a phone. And if it has room and decides to use a fucking SIM card that I put on it, and the phone recognizes it, and it's like, you're running out of storage space every once in a while. I'm like, hey, I put a fucking SD card in you so you could fucking use it.
DJ Record Hound, DJ H on stake. They better add a don't fucking care bear.
Right?
Where's
my where's my right Care Bear?
Your
Next to
what?
the left.
I want my right Care Bear, and I want my fucking I want my commie Care Bear.
Oh my
Come
god.
Oh my! Oh god! He has like a
I want
little
my
red hat and
kamikaze.
he
I want my
comes equipped with an internment camp.
and the fucking my right Care Bear and the commie Care Bear hate the shit out of each other. Then I want my kamikaze Care Bear.
Zod, read that comment.
I read that earlier. Poor Smurfette was the village bicycle. Everybody had a ride.
Is that not Smurfs canon? It is.
Oh, it should be. The stork
Maybe
is
the
just a
Smurfs
facade they put
joined
on
the
so they make it.
YMCA. You wanna go?
The,
I don't know.
The stork was a facade they put up to make it child friendly, but we all know what was going on.
Cyber, that'll work. It's all in the edit anyway. So you don't even have to play the drums. You don't even have to take a drink. He'll just edit in that you're playing the drums and edit in you taking a drink.
It'll be funny to see a cybernetic dog drinking.
Fucking A, man.
Fucking. Yeah, I'll just do the one thing. I'll hit the hi-hat, the snare, and then kick the bass drum, and then you can fucking edit the rest. It fucking look funny as hell.
Elizabeth Me says, PB, same thing. It is terrible for girls to mess around before marriage, but great for guys. Who are they messing around with?
I think we're cracking the code here. Those fucking creators of the Smurfs, they're the true progressives. They've been on this shit the whole time. Oh, we've cracked the code. We've figured it out. Fuck you, entertainment. You were beat out by the fucking Smurfs.
Kick-style tendencies. I'll send you a 256 gig SD card for recording.
I have like 100 gig SD card on my phone right now.
How did we
That
get
I
back
was
to
fucking with
politics?
my
We're
phone.
on politics? I thought we were
This
talking
is
about
politics?
the fucking Smurfs.
Yeah, we're talking about Smurfs fucking each other.
No, she meant
It's the orgy,
she
Smurf
meant the Care
orgies.
Bears we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I mean,
No, now we're to that led us to our perfect conversation about Smurfs fucking each other in the ass all the time.
what if it was in the ear? Don't they have big ears?
Yeah, they have that too. They got a few holes. They got big nostrils, big ears, a big mouth.
Tiny waists.
Yeah. You got a lot of shit to experiment with that in there.
That's funny shit.
Okay, I'll read
Janie
that.
Davis says, Husky, go get some brawny?
Brony.
What? Brownie.
Brony.
To draw your teddy for you, Sonny.
See, I could do that. I want him to be canon because it'd be funnier.
Janie Davis says, Elizabeth, someone I want tickets to watch. Watch what?
Us. Let's do it. Us live in person.
Dude,
Live show. You pay
that's
tickets.
what I want to
$80
do.
for one ticket because we're fucking.
Like Joe Rogan does it in a fucking little goddamn studio. Everybody does it in a little goddamn studio. Why not do the fucking show in a studio where you can sit, I don't know, 50 people, 100 people, something like that, and have an actual peanut gallery? Be like, I don't need a laugh track. They won't shut up.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
I hate the laugh
they do in those live studio audience. They do have a thing that cues them to laugh, but we won't do that.
Don't need
But
that.
I will definitely joke about it. We're holding the chat hostage to fucking laugh at our shitty ass jokes, like a sitcom.
I feel like you just got a fantasy to hold people hostage. And
It's
I don't know
fun.
how I feel about it because you do great marketing for me. So
That's
I
great.
think I'm just going to let it go.
Yeah, everyone's a hostage.
Cyber comes out with a gun. You're going to fucking laugh! Laugh, motherfuckers! Laugh!
Husky, read this comment.
Instead of Me Too, it's Smurf. It is Smurf 2 with Smurfette.
Exactly.
That's great.
Smurf fans get it.
Yeah.
What is this? Maleficent Aura. Is that from the movie?
I suppose.
Harry and Draco.
Okay,
together,
hold on. I can co-sign
chips,
on one of those, but not the other.
swinging swords at each other.
It's not swords, it's wands and spells.
That's worse.
I know.
DJH Record Hound. The Smurfs was on CBC French channel. Les Scromps. I don't fucking speak Canadian French. What is that shit? I can't quack properly.
I just want to let you guys know the French were the one where cuties came out of. So
Shut
I'm
up,
just
guy. Stop fucking bringing that up.
It's all connected. Smurfs, cuties. The Smurfs was a fucking prototype. They were working their way up to the truly crazy shit. Telling you.
Cheese Queen says, Hen and Janie, PB has no clue what we are doing. Lol. You lot are weird in the chat, fantasizing about gay sex while watching this stream.
I've got to say, that sounds like our live streams.
Well, Brokeback Mountain was inspired by the Smurfs.
Brokeback Smurf.
We're just smurfing it up.
Or is it Smurfback Smurf?
I think we should fuck with people and I'll have a serious interview and just be like, well, this is smurfing dumb or something. And only our chat will get that joke now. I'll be like, you're smurfing up, guy. You're smurfing up. Get it together.
Now we gotta hope there's another Smurf movie coming out sometime in the future, and then you can just interview them and just constantly talk like that.
I'll tell you, the other smurfing day was some smurfing bull smurf.
Lay Trump.
Kazoom type.
Black. Yeah, no shit, right? Like, these are not real fucking words. These are not real fucking words at all. Fuck. Kit Knight. Fucking hell. Michael Knight and Kit.
Okay, now we're going into some weird shit because Kit's a car, and I don't think
That kid was a car, JD!
I don't think
Fuse Queen. A sentient car. And I'm talking about the more recent series. It's got a tailbite.
oh dear God. Ha! I agree with that one.
Smurf back
Nice
mountain.
throwback.
That is some loud
Jesus.
fucking ice. Fuse Queen, no Husky. We started this over 2 months ago. Started what?
I don't know. I forget. I don't know what it is. I clicked the
Talking
one
about
underneath
Disney.
that. Maybe. I was the one
Come
that
on.
brought that there. Well, maybe both. Maybe both. But we all know the doors are also smashing Snow White when she came in. Let's be honest.
What, you just answered this without reading the comment? Or letting me read
I read
to
it.
you?
I didn't read it out loud. I fucking read it.
You have to read the comment out loud. That is the consequence.
They can
of
read
doing
the
so.
screen, or you want me for the
That's my
fucking blind
point.
people?
For people
You
that
want
are
me for the
only
blind
listening.
people? The
Yes,
blind
the blind
people?
people, please.
Husky. No, maybe the Seven Dwarfs were broke back, and that's when I said, yeah, they were. I mean, I said there was probably both, and those dwarves were definitely smashing Snow White when she came in, too.
Zod, can you read this one?
You're gonna smurf with people? Smurf you smurfing smurf.
Yo, thinking about it, there's only one Smurf that never really hit on Smurfette, besides the baby one, and that was
Yeah,
Papa Smurf. Papa Smurf
yeah, but
loved all
that's
his
because Papa
Smurfs.
Smurf was hitting that on the low. Uh,
Papa Smurf loved all of his Smurfs, and he's old enough. Then he never knew a female Smurf until the first Smurfette. You think he'd be all over that? No, he's not. He was definitely banging the other Smurfs, which were dudes, in his younger days.
Jesus smurfing Christ.
They stopped being dudes in his older days.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was only one female in his older days, but he never got turned on by her or talked to her or hit on her like all the other ones.
He likes ball play.
Oh, Highlight Planet Q's Queen's the one. Not that one. No. The other one we should take. Yeah. Oh, that's because he was Vanity was gay and he never hit on Smurfette. I forgot about him. That's right. He was fucking himself.
Yeah.
Vanity.
Vanity was definitely fucking himself while looking in the mirror.
He would look in the mirror and go. He'd scream at the top of his lungs. He'd scream at the top of his lungs. He's smurfing.
He's Smurf. See, that's what I'm talking about. Communism is Smurftacular. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We must speak of that was their form of government. They weren't that. That's why you're like, oh, they hand each other free. No, they knew they'd pay each other back in some way later. Give me that.
Davis says, Edie, I always thought Brainy Smurf was desperate for Papa Smurf. Sweet, sweet Smurfing. He could all 50 shades of Smurf.
That would be a great porn parody.
Don't touch my blue rouge.
Well, technically, there was like 100 Smurfs.
That's it?
But I get the joke. Yeah, there's an episode. There's like 100 Smurfs, 101 with Baby Smurf, and I think that was still the first Smurfette when I heard that number.
I mean, that shows you how important women are, right?
Right, yeah.
I mean,
This is not a negative thing that I'm saying. Like, it was a serious problem that they had no women there, and then they got a woman, and then they had a different kind of serious
The real
problem.
reason Gargamel made Smurfette wasn't to trick them, is so then they could procreate and create more Smurfs, eventually, having population, which would also create a bunch of stupid Smurfs, which he would eventually get and fucking do. I don't know what he fucking does, what it does with them. It always
eats
changes
them.
every time he. Sometimes it shows he wants to eat them. Sometimes he just wants to capture their essence. It's fucking weird. He changes almost every time he catches them how he fucking wants to process them their asses for
Well, it's
magic.
'cause it's a new day, guy.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of
Today
fucked up when you think about the movie now, because that really does co-sign on a lot of this. The fucking Smurfs are dude. Why
Today-
has no one covered this? Like, when you really are thinking about the plot of the Smurfs now, it's a fucked up show. Like,
Today
think
is
about it. If he put Smurfette there, right, to make more Smurfs, that means Gargamel's like a pimp. He's Smurfette pimp, and he's trying to pimp her out to the Smurf village so that she can fucking make more Smurfs, so he can get them to harvest their essence. Holy fuck! This
Man,
thing
I
was
wish
ahead of its time.
I mean, I wish we had people in the chat that could draw because I want to see pimp Gargamel.
Gargamel's Smurf. Smurfette is Gargamel's worker. That, wow, we really did. Maybe society's right. We really did have fucked up cartoons in the day. I mean, Shaggy and Scooby are basically stoners. The Smurfs are fucking gay until they get Gargamel Pimp Daddy to, drop in Smurfette. The fucking Flintstones, they're fucked up. George,
They're all rock hard on the Flintstones.
yeah, and the Jetsons, the fucking family hates the father so much they don't let that motherfucker in. He's just spinning away.
Spinning away. Well, the Flintstones too. He got, well, to be fair, he got locked down in the middle of the fucking night when everyone was asleep. But everybody was available to save the father when he was dying on the fucking treadmill.
I know, and the Flintstones, they only had one fucking room in the hut. You're telling me you don't hear Fred, the loudest motherfucker in the village? The whole village probably fucking woke up, got out of their rock huts. They're like, "Hey, motherfucker, keep it down. I gotta go catch a pterodactyl tomorrow."
No man.
And he's pounding on the door. They're fucking ignoring him.
The rocks cut out a lot of sound, man. It was fucking muffling.
Oh,
Thick ass
yeah,
rock
yeah,
walls.
you might have a point.
That one's a good point. But I still make a point. They're all fucking rock hard in the Flintstones.
Wow. Maybe this culture is right. We're all fucked up individuals. They snuck this shit past us for years.
Too bad we don't have. Oh wait, we could. Zod. The fucking Smurfs are owned by Hanna-Barbera Productions, which is now owned by CN, which is owned by Warner, which also owns DC, and you're buddies with. You could ask him, could we make a gay fucking Smurf shirt? But it's got to be a really inappropriate one. It's not going to be like one of those, like, oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, shit on there, fucking Brokeback Mountain shit, right on that fucking thing. It's got to be really fucking dirty shirt.
And then we can have fucking Vanity. We can have one with Vanity Smurf that says, "I can't quit you," and it's just
And he's
fucking mirror.
Yeah. And he has his one hand right on his pants and he's really grabbing it. All we need to do for the Smurfette one, though, is, that meme with the guys and the girl on the couch? We just put all the Smurfs behind her and her right there on the couch.
You know, we're really fucked up individuals. We've got this all planned out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
are.
if you've seen my game theory video, right? If you haven't, fucking click it. It's fucked up.
I mean, yeah.
If the chat hasn't seen it, I heavily recommend
Pete,
it.
where are you at, you son of a bitch?
Oh no! Did he fall asleep?
I think he went to draw this concept for the Smurf art that we're inevitably going to go to jail for.
You know, I called it an orgy later, Smurf orgy. I got it. Smorgy. Or Smurfy.
In the chat, we have Hen yelling, PB, are you still here?
Maybe.
Janie's telling me to do an image search on Pinterest. That shit exists. I know that shit exists. I want it on a t-shirt, but appropriate enough so it can be on a t-shirt you can wear in public. And that we get all the money from, you know. Fucking. Don't want to find some weird creep in their basement that made that shit all the time. Well, somebody that has fucked up humor just like us is like, yeah, I'll fucking draw that shit.
I mean, Mr. Girl's got like 7,000 people following him, so it shouldn't be that hard for us to market that kind of Smurf shirt. I mean, we could go viral with the new the real deal. We should do like a documentary style on the Smurfs and just be like, what was really going on in the Smurf village?
Yeah. We do it with we could do that as a stream, but the only thing is with the stream, we can't acknowledge the chat because we got to make it look like it's a very, very serious talk. And that is like an actual fucking documentary that we're talking about in live real time.
Yeah, and then we like have interviews with like Smurfette and all the Smurfs. Just be like, let's get your and then we could do like an expose on the grandfather Smurf there, and like he's exposed.
Oh yeah, man. He fucking definitely you definitely tell everyone that they were all fucking each other before Smurfette came along. And they're still fucking each other when she came along because, you know, she wasn't always available.
Yeah, I think it would be great. I do agree, and she says, let's just make Zod laugh. Sounds almost the same as a high-pitched scream. That's fair. It does. T-shirt, Jokey Smurf with I'm going to assume that's a penis in the box.
Did you fucking look up shit? Oh, no, wait, no. That was the fucking... Oh, yeah, Smurfs with a dick in the box. But it'd be the eggplants.
Gene, I don't know if Smurf porn will get us banned off every platform. Even TikTok will be like, nah. Even we have limits.
They have limits over there?
The whole thing, though, with these orgy things, if we're making these jokes, there's not going to be any pride flags or anything. It is fucking, you know, this shit's happening on the shirt because it's supposed to be fucking dirty. There's not supposed to be like, ooh, look at this. No, this is bad. This will make people like stare at me. These shirts would be like one of those things people go like and look at your shirt and go, what the fuck is that? And we're like, it's kind of funny in a weird way. And then they remember your shirt for like the rest of their life, or at least the rest of the day. That's the type of shirt is gonna be.
And the shirt makes you question yourself because you really like it, but it's fucked up. So it's like, I'm co-signing on this Smurf thing. But I mean, I think if we really dig into this, I think we can find. I think we might have to do something like The Smurfs exposed the dark secret in the Smurf village.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
We could have like fucking Smurf that invokes the hashtag #MeToo movement.
Smurf 2. Smurf 2.
Papa
You gotta
Smurf.
keep the damn jokes.
The Smurf zone.
Only Smurf allowed.
DJ Record Out said, at J. Davis, that's why I went, oh, Smurf, and retracted my comment.
Oh yeah.
Hey, PB, you still alive over there, buddy? You didn't pull a Captain America and fall asleep on a bench. Fall asleep, Disney. Thank you. You fucked me up all night now.
They just subtly killed him. Yeah. Just like the Smurfs subtly told us that they were brought in by a stork. Nah, man.
Yeah, you know, I think they corrected that because they realized, hey, wait, we have a full fucking Smurf village and no girl Smurfs. So we need an excuse.
We need to make it fucking PG for kids. How are we gonna do that? Oh, a stork. Classic.
Yeah, I remember them saying something about that, and I remember thinking, oh my God. Yeah, I know, he said something a minute ago. I remember thinking, oh my God, they're really backtracking. Like, they're really trying to, so maybe they realized, like, oh shit, I think we eventually need to give a bullshit reason. And what's the reason? It's like reasons you give kids when you don't want to explain the whole sex thing. You're like, oh yeah, you know, the stork came, and then your kids figure out that's fucking nonsensical.
Yeah,
and
the
then
stork is a metaphor for the penis because the stork came.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, this makes sense though. I didn't watch that last Smurf movie, you know, and it was called Smurf the Hidden Village, and that was supposed to be a spot with all the female Smurfs that no one knew about, so they could backtrack a little bit more. You know they fucking. There's no stork.
Oh yeah.
Guys never knew about the female one because the females disappeared. You think and they're all fucking each other, man. All fucking each other, except for Vanity Smurf, who was fucking himself.
Oh yeah, this is a deep web of corruption we're gonna have to untangle. You know, it's our duty as responsible commentaries to expose the truth behind the Smurf village. What are they hiding? Why is the community gated off? What do the Smurfs want us to see?
Fucking get Gargamel in there too, and fucking you create and have him go like, oh yeah, I definitely created fucking Smurf heads so they could make more Smurfs. They're just fucking each other's in the ass. It's kind of gross sometimes when you're trying to sneak up on them. They just do it out in the open.
You have Gargamel, he's like really broken, and he goes, I've been with the Smurfs for years. The things I've seen, man. The things, my cat quit because of this bullshit. He's in an institution getting help.
Azrael, fucking man. If we have Azrael on, then we definitely got to get Rebecca on because we need a fucking translator.
Handy Smurf built his own sex doll. Yeah, that I can picture Handy Smurf doing it.
Probably helped build a sex doll that looked like Vanity Smurf for Vanity Smurf too.
Hashtag pimp Gargamel. Yeah, Yeah, that's why that motherfucker became a pimp. He was like, nah, man, I can't have all of these Smurfs having inner Smurf relations. Not to mention, too, they're supposed to all be family. So now this shit is even darker. Because if they're all supposed to be family and they're essentially sleeping with each other, then oh
Papa
boy.
Smurf is their daddy.
Oh God. There is some twisted shit going on in the Smurf village. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah.
And the fucking creators, they hid all of these hidden messages under the guise of family programming. For years, we were like, oh, look at the wacky adventures of the Smurfs. Will they escape the evil Gargamel? But who's really evil? I think it's Papa Smurf.
Right. Man, Papa Smurf is an authoritarian dictator.
JD Davis says inbreeding wasn't an issue until Smurfette.
Man, how can it be a fucking issue? Because they're all fucking each other and fucking dudes. They can't get pregnant off each other.
Oh my God. Could you imagine somebody clicks on this stream, right? They're going through, having a laugh. Maybe they're new to the channel, and then they hear a whole fucking talk about the fucking Smurf village fucking each other. Oh
yeah.
Welcome if you're new.
I'm fucking set on this canon. If fucking Warner Brothers fucking catches this and comes out tomorrow or in a few days and say, yeah, the Smurfs are all gay for each other except for Vanity Smurf. Until Smurfette came along, I was just I'd fucking heart that shit and I'd be like, hell yeah. That's the shit I want.
Would probably be like interviewing them, and they'd be like, "Yeah, man, there was some dark shit going on in the Smurf village. Vanity Smurf's all fucking up. He's older. He's got a fucking like unkept beard, and he's like, I never participated in it. I was too busy with myself
and my lotions." I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Oh, Jesus. That means I've got to do the talking? Holy shit. I'm literally here by myself having to hold up the world. What have we got in the comments? We have sure at Mr. Zod's Phantom Zone right down to the swirling logo at the end. Hashtag Planet Q's Queen says, hashtag not sorry for starting this. You shouldn't be. Billy Jean says, this is a Smurf storm. Yeah, I agree. It will be the Blue movie. Yep. The real truth. No, that's all right, KH. You don't have to talk. Everybody here on the panel, except for Mr. Pop Culture PB, does enough talking.
Damn. So he said it'd be 3 hours and then he fell asleep. So we got to keep going on by talking about the Smurf porn.
I really feel like there's like so much to talk about this, because when you really dive into it, this lends itself to like a deep psychological study. Okay, like, out of all of the Me Too movements against cartoons, you would have thought somebody would have figured this out by now.
Right. There's no fucking way them Smurfs are straight.
It's probably that they figured it out and they were like, oh no, we can attack the blue community and gay blue community. That would be.
Here's the thing: have these Smurfs working out to be buff, to look good, feel good, right? Yeah, right. But who the fuck was he working out for? For Smurfette. Usually, when you work out, sometimes I mean, you can stay at a regular healthy, but he's trying to get all beefed up and beefcaked, right? Who was he doing it for before for Smurfette?
Sure,
what are you fucking doing it for?
Sherry says, "What if Smurfette was a lesbian?" That opens up a whole bunch of fucked up questions.
That just makes it more interesting. They're just really fucking banging each other. Now that brings into the topic of rape.
Oh gosh! And
Did it happen or did it not happen?
The theme for Smurf porn, Blue Moon, or more accurately, I see a blue moon rising. I see troubles on the way. Jesus Christ, man! I thought I went into a deep dark pit covering the cuties thing. Now that movie just seems not as bad in hindsight compared to this cartoon.
Right.
This cartoon's still beloved. Oh my goodness. Are we going to have to hashtag everything for this cartoon? Hefty and Brainy Smurf were hate smurfing each other's brains out. That's too far. Much.
Oh yeah. This is just fucking great. Oh.
Deep Smurf, says Billie Jean. DJ Breakerdown says, "Whoa, Blue Moon Rising is kind of sporty." Yeah, it's really it's really fascinating because like they went after Pepe Le Pew, right? It seems like the easiest target, but when you think about it, dude, in our days when we were kids, there were so many other fucked up cartoons that no one ever. Half of the joy with the cartoons we watched were they were fucked up in their own way. I mean, I can guess you could pick any of those cartoons and find some kind of shit that would trigger people now.
Well, I'm surprised they canceled Pepe Le Pew over fucking Bugs Bunny.
Oh yeah, I've been saying for years. Yeah, Billie Jean, keep on smurfing. I've been saying for years, like, Bugs Bunny's a dick. I mean, he really is. Like, everybody's got this thing where they kind of created him into this whole, like, oh, he's so cool, look at him. But he's an asshole, man.
The reason why you think that is because he's posed as the hero in all of his things. Of course, you're gonna side with him. That's the best way of doing shit. Oh, this guy's a big piece of shit. No fucking racist, rape people, all that shit. I believe he's done some rape shit and a little more in fucking suggestive than Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew got the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, I mean, Pepe Le Pew never got the girl, and there was no indication that he ever did wrongdoing. But that fucking prick Bugs Bunny would purposely dig a hole into someone else's fucking property, and then he would antagonize the person he dig the fucking hole to. Like,
I always remember in between fucking Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner, Bugs Bunny attempted to kill Wild E. Coyote. Roadrunner never did. Roadrunner avoided his traps.
Yeah. Janie Davis says at Zod, Bugs Bunny is a trans icon in his relationship with the hunter. Well, oh my goodness. Planet Q has a good one. Hashtag cancel Marvin the Martian for waiting to blow up the planet. I know, right? Marvin the Martian's literal whole shtick was trying to blow up the Earth. And yet the worst one they could find was fucking Pepe, and all these other characters were assholes. Like, pretty much the whole Looney Tunes universe is populated with assholes.
It's the whole universe. After a while, you start siding with the villains, but not like the way you do with other things. Like, oh yeah, because you start siding with them because you realize the biggest pieces of shit are the main characters.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Billie Jean. I'll do a Bugs Bunny rant because fuck Bugs Bunny. Okay, that dude is a fucking prick.
They're all massive dicks in their own unique way, That's why none of them got along in the original show. Fucking Daffy was his own fucking dick, but he never got along with Bugs. He was always fucking going after each other, hating each other all the damn time. Fucking Sylvester was a dick and Tweety was a dick, but they fucking went after each other.
Yeah, I mean that whole
The nicest one is fucking Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. Wile E. Coyote wanted to fucking eat his lunch because coyotes go after roadrunners, and fucking he wanted lunch, and that was Bugs Bunny. Oh yeah, Elmer Fudd is not big of a dick either. Yeah, there's like the three that are not dicks: Elmer, Wile E. Coyote, and Roadrunner.
And you know Wile E. Coyote is in debt right now. I don't know if you people realize this, because how many fucking crates over the year did he order with elaborate traps, and none of them worked out? So on top,
no, he got refunded. He obviously got refunded. He didn't fucking work. He probably went after them. He probably has a lot of money because he probably sued them.
Because I mean, you know, yeah, that does bring up a good point, because those fucking traps didn't work like they were supposed to. And poor Wile E. Coyote looks like an asshole on national television because, you know, he orders this Acne. Like, why are people still buying products from Acne? None of them work. How is Acne still in business?
Because they have a monopoly in the universe. As to be the answer. And when you have a monopoly and you're the only one making products like that, the quality goes down because you have no competition.
Oh, Hen with the zingers says Bugs is popular, opposite of Zod. One portrays himself as a hero, but is an evil dick. The other portrays himself as a villain, but is actually a sloppy git.
Said soppy.
Yeah. The original voice actor of Elmer was a creep. Yeah, I agree. That guy. Hashtag Wile E or hashtag Wiley has a lawsuit against Acne.
Wait, oh yeah, I forgot about Yosemite Sam.
Yeah.
Janie Davis. What made Yosemite Sam a villain? I don't know what made him a villain. He just shot his guns around like a fucking...
I mean, I think he's more of a gun nut than he was a villain. Like, all the man was trying to do was test his 6-shooters the whole entire fucking time, and he had these pricks
he also
out
wanted
of
gold.
nowhere.
He also wanted gold because he's a miner.
Yeah, he knew the state of the economy, and poor Sammy Sam was just trying to get ahead in life. I mean, yeah, there's no heroes in the world of the Looney Tunes. The villains are actually the hero. Wow, this whole time we've been fucking lied to. I mean, I never
the only time they're heroes is in that one show, which I don't know why they haven't put it on like fucking HBO Max. And I remember this one. It was called Lunatics Unleashed, and that's when they were all posed as superheroes. That was a fun show.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I love it. I watched that one. I like that one. That's the only time they were heroes. And it's the only time you'll have Roadrunner speaking English.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because any other time, Roadrunner would do that annoying meep meep, like.
And then the thing with his tongue and that thing. I don't know.
I'm just gonna translate that. He was saying "fuck you," and then he ran off.
No. He was going meep because he was mimicking the Roadrunner car.
Oh.
Yeah, meep. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. We figured that. That one was an easy one to piece. No, man. Bugs Bunny was the biggest piece of shit out of all of them. You just need to start looking up their shit. I would quote some of it, but I don't know if people get in trouble with YouTube for some of it.
Zod, hashtag cancel Rita and Lord Zed. I mean, yeah, at this point, and they're the most diverse couple literally in the galaxy. But yeah, they'll be canceled because they'll be like, oh, Lord Zed was abusive, and he treated Rita Repulsa like shit, and now they're going through a divorce because that's how we're doing it these days. So, and I mean, but Lord Zed was a fucking evil tyrant, and as a matter of fact, I believe in his like introductory episode, he trapped her in a snow globe or some shit, and then she tricked him into marrying her. Yeah, they had a pretty cancelable there we go relationship themselves, because when you think about that whole arc, Lord Zed came, he trapped her, and then Rita got out of that, and then she like fucking whammied him, and then he fell in love with her and was doing all of her bidding, and then like they were both together, and then I haven't seen it in a while, but something happened and they wind up being usurped or some shit. But yeah, like they had a pretty awkward and fucked up relationship. Yeah, that's the thing I miss about the entertainment we had. Like, you can literally pick anything out in the time frame of the 90s and early 2000s where, like, pretty much you can cancel anything from that time. I mean, everybody wants to get nostalgic, but at the same time cancel everything that came from that era.
Right. That's why I know it's funny how millennials try to blame Gen Z for all of it. I'm like, okay, so millennials are the ones who grew up with it, and they're also the ones trying to cancel their shows they watched. My generation has not tried to cancel the shows it's watched yet, but we also haven't reached the age of 30 yet, most of us. I know some millennials are still 20 because of the way it is. But fuck, you canceled your shows you liked because now you're realizing this. Fuck, if my generation tries to cancel a regular show because that was one of the good shows, because something changed and made that worse, because that show, it is very innuendo-y with this stuff, but it's obvious what point they're trying to get across.
Did you hear the whole thing with the guy from Gravity Falls, which is one of my favorite shows, probably the best thing to come out of Disney XD? But that dude blasted Disney on his Twitter, like, about their Pride Month. And he was talking about how full of shit they are. And then I guess it started because in Gravity Falls, if you guys haven't watched it, you definitely should. It's a fucking spectacular show.
I know the first season was very bad, and then they really fucking went in another direction, and then it did well.
Well, no, the first season was bad because they didn't realize what the creator was setting up. And at that time, he had a lot of constraints until he told Disney he was going to walk. And then they let him do his own thing. And surprise, the show became a fucking hit. But anyways, yeah, so in Gravity Falls, the grandpa, he wore this hat, and it had the symbol, which was part of the plot of Gravity Falls, because all of the symbols were in this diary that led to Bill Cipher. It was like codes. And yeah, they got rid of it because they said it looked like the Moscow symbol on their flag, and the Russians got fucking pissed and wouldn't let Disney Plus stream Gravity Falls because of it. So Disney fucking digitally removed it. And then instead of saying, oh yeah, we removed it because it offended someone, they said that someone made an error and just happened to erase every time he wore the hat that one fucking symbol. It was hilarious. So the dude from Gravity Falls got mad and called him out on Twitter. It was fucking funny because
didn't the show also get canceled recently, or
no, it was ended a couple of years ago, and that was because of the creators. They said it was only designed for I believe 2 seasons. Yeah, it was only.
I know that show referenced Rick and Morty, and Rick and Morty has referenced it in a subtle ways that people have pointed that out.
Oh yeah, those shows were actually
they're they're all friends with each other.
Yeah, apparently what it was Rick and Morty's universe, which was now confirmed. I think one of the newer seasons because they threw another Easter egg in. But Rick and Morty's universe is supposedly directly connected to the universe of Gravity Falls.
Technically, with the way Rick and Morty is, there's so many universes, timelines, and shit. There could technically be a Rick and Morty in our current universe, but they're just not that. It's just all the shit was different, or the way they exist in here is through Justin Roiland being Rick and Morty, because that's how fucking their shit is tied.
Janie Davis, yeah. You have to get past the first couple of episodes of Gravity Falls. I'd say the second half of the season of the first season is where it picks up, and it gets really fucking interesting. And they make season 2, they crack at like cancel culture so fucking bad because that was when it was starting to really get into like people getting pissy over stuff. And there's a joke in there where they were like, I can't remember, but the grandpa saying was like, "Oh yeah, I better not say this because you know how sensitive everyone is these days," or something like that. It was like a little fucking nod at the fact that people were offended at certain things because, it's an interesting story because Disney and that dude had a very, very bad relationship. And I think that was part of the reason why too that he shortened up because I think he planned on going for 3 seasons, but they shortened
this
it
whole
up.
thing. It might be why Disney has no quality content anymore on their main channel. Well, because technically, like Phineas and Ferb and that were their last good content. They have shit ass shows and none of them are good, and they pulled some of the really good ones. Cartoon Network officially. I'm going to say Cartoon Network officially fizzled out once Adventure Time was over, and they got so fucking hurt. They hurt their other shows during that time. They hurt both Adventure Time and regular show when they decided to just, oh no, Teen Titans Go all day. So that's how I lost track of when those shows were having new episodes. So I didn't see regular show through like part of season 5 and the rest forward. It sucked. I finally got through all those on HBO Max. I'm like, this is a good show. People said, it was dipping down. It was getting bad, but it didn't get bad. It didn't. Those episodes, none of them were bad. I told you Cartoon Network's owned by. It's owned by Warner.
Yeah, that's what I figured because they went through a rough thing too with their programming. A lot of it started getting,
They're still in that rough patch. I don't think any of this stuff right now is good. Fucking Nickelodeon is good as dead right now. The only thing they have is the fucking money they're expunging over the sponge. But they're starting to fucking do shit against the creator who died a few years ago. And they're going to like do all these spin-offs and shit. I'm like, just now that he's gone, you guys should wind it up and close SpongeBob. Because I don't think it should be created anymore without him.
Oh yeah, SpongeBob's definitely gone downhill. Like the quality and stuff, and even the jokes. There's like a considerable difference.
People are like, "Oh, it was bad with these years." I'm like, no, I could tell there was more of a difference after he died, and I could tell there were still episodes he wrote, and you were still watching them, and then you watched it decline when you figured out you could start telling where when they stopped having his original ideas.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. The same thing happened recently. The Berserk artist died, which it fucking sucks because I am so many fucking chapters into that. Planet Q's Queen. Says Zod and Cybernetic Husky. I've been watching Adventures in Wonderland from the 90s. Yeah, that's a good show.
I don't know what that is, so I apologize.
Yeah, it's really interesting because when I was growing up watching even like Nickelodeon, you had like such a fucking there was so much competition because you had that block of like Real Monsters, Rocko's Modern Life, Doug, Rugrats. I mean, there was a ton of shit on there at pretty much any time slot. It was so hard. And then
Yeah,
Cartoon
speaking of
Network
that,
had that lineup.
how they're having to reboot some of those shows now on their Paramount thing. It just shows they're all out of ideas at Viacom and they just want money.
Oh yeah,
I
the
know
new animations
when
for
it was
Rugrats
first
is
announced, the iCarly return was like, oh, everyone was excited. Then they announced that two of the three fan favorites are not going to be on there, and no one's interested now. And the three fan favorites, one is Spencer, and the other two are Gibby and Sam. They're not
I
on
don't
there.
see you doing I didn't even fucking like iCarly, and I know that without those two, you don't have a show. It was their
No.
dynamic, even though they were fucking stupid, that made that show work.
It was all stupid. I mean, you can't just have Spencer being the only funny guy.
Sherry, I totally agree. I've been out of all of these fucking reboots and remakes, the one I've been waiting for them to do something with for years is Gargoyles. But now, to be honest with you, I don't know if I want that back. I'm kind of glad that they've never been able to get that off the ground. And I mean, they could, because Jonathan Frakes is still around. He could still do the voice of Xanatar. Or Xander. Yeah, I think it's his name.
I think I've watched.
Keith David could still do Goliath because he's still around. So I mean, you still have the voice actors, but I would not want them to bring it back in this modern age because Gargoyles was a gamble when they first brought it in, and I don't think they take a risk like they did before. It would be fucking horrid. I could just see them fucking that up. Right, BB?
I slightly remember Gargoyles when I was younger. I know my dad liked it, but I haven't seen that in a long time. But I know what the show is because it seems familiar.
Dude, I watched. I had the original. I had the original VHS of the fucking Gargoyles, and then it was like the beginning ones, and then it came in a box set with this game that you would play on your TV screen. It was like an interactive game. Dude, that shit was the best. Dude, that writing was so fucking ahead of its time. Like, I just remember the way they set it up in the first episode where they took it back to like the medieval days and then into modern times and how they slept for like 1,000 years, and it made sense. And it took place in the best city ever, New York, Manhattan.
Yeah.
I don't think that they would. I don't think they bring that back. Thank you, David Xanatos. Thanks. It's been years, Gina, since I've watched that show. I've been trying to find that, and here's the interesting part. There is, because I've seen it, there is a DVD set with the entire Gargoyle series, and that shit is like hundreds of dollars because they only made so many of them. It's fucking impossible to find now. But if I got the money,
Which company made the Gargoyles stuff?
Oh shit, that's a complicated one. I've always wanted to do a video on the show. It was the problem Gargoyles has is that Disney or whoever they like loaned out the rights to another company to actually make the animation, and that company went under because Gargoyles was the only thing that it had. And then Disney, I believe, got the rights, and that's where it kind of gets sketchy with the whole legal aspect. And it's also why they haven't been able to make a show or movie or anything to finish the story. Because the second or third season or wherever it ended, it's at a very big cliffhanger. So there's no there's no
If it's a Disney IP, I don't want to see it come back.
No, I don't want to see it come back either.
It'll be ruined now.
Oh, Janie Davis, you got scammed in the 90s. DVD back in the 90s, yeah. Yeah, I know it exists, though. There is DVDs out there of the complete series, and I'm sure I could probably find it on Amazon somewhere, but the series is produced by Walt Disney Television Distributed. Yeah, that's it right there. By Buena Vista Television. That was the whole holdup. And now I don't think they'll bring it back because there's a whole bunch of other issues behind that.
Let's see. Let's look up at the Gargoyles. There was a special 10th anniversary one you can get. It's like $10. This one shows it at it's for season 1. It's like $10 at Target. Wherever Target you find it at. Or
for season site. Well, that shit's not around here because I've been to 2 or 3 Targets.
There's the complete first season DVD from Walmart. It's probably the same thing as Target, but that was like $16.40. Let's see here.
But here's the thing, that's only the first season.
Okay, let's see. Here's the Amazon one. Season 1 and 2. Season 1 and 2. So season 1 and 2, volumes 1 and 2. I wish I could share my screen. There's nothing. It's like blank.
Yeah, I see. I'm looking at it too. There is a copy. It says the complete series. It's on Blu-ray, but only through eBay for $54.99.
It's a little shady, isn't it?
That's kind of shady because it's a picture by somebody. Looks like they never opened it, which makes me question because I had to open that motherfucker immediately.
Is there by the way, I meant to ask this because speaking of cartoons and stuff, and I saw it when I was scrolling through it. Was it? I never really heard it. Was the Cruella movie like good, bad, whatever? I see stupid mixed shit, and it sounds like a lot of. How was that?
I liked it, and I like it really solely because the critics don't like it. And everything they bitch about in the movie is what every other Disney movie is.
It doesn't really interest me.
Janie said, yeah, I know it's on Disney Plus, but I'll never get Disney Plus, so I need another way to get it.
I heard the thing for the reason why she hates Dalmatians, and that thing is stupid and pissed me off.
Well, no, that's not really even a good excuse because come to find out, there's more behind that. Like, yeah, everybody mentions that, but really, Planet Q's Queen says I've been watching old school Real World. Yep, and Road Rules. Oh my God, yes. Also, Mark Wahlberg has a movie coming out on Paramount. I know, Infinite. I'm curious to check that out. Okay, Hen. Good luck tightening up your garden. Jenny Davis says, I can't support Mark Wahlberg. I'll take the opposite stance. I will, after The Happening, support Mark Wahlberg in anything that he does because that movie has been the source of entertainment for me for many years. Geekocidal Tendency says, Disney pays $4 $4 bill for Lucasfilms, $50 bill for Fox, but has the rights buying issues for an IP they might own, sort of. Disney is like, hold my bear. Yeah, I know. That's the weird part about Gargoyles, is that the rights like, yes, they own the rights, they stream it on Disney Plus, but there's some other legal stuff behind it. As far as distribution goes, and something with creating new ones, because they've pitched the idea, but there's some reason why they can't do it. And I forgot what it was. Ooh, they said Gargoyles, the complete DVD set. But here's what's fucking me up. Okay, so there's a couple of versions of it. One's the Blu-ray that says complete seasons 1 through 3. One's Gargoyles 1994 animated cartoon. That's sketchy.
Here's the other reason why I'm pretty sure Disney might not like it. It has Christian imagery.
Well, yeah, but that's
the reason they won't make a live action Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm surprised they haven't done that one. That one's a good movie.
Well, no, but that's more. There's a lot of like philosophical questions.
No, because the Christian imagery does not sell in the Chinese market. That's why they don't. That's why they're away from that now. Yeah.
Oh, I hear movement.
Or will be allowed in the Chinese market, I should say. Saying it won't do well. I wouldn't know.
I mean, it's definitely an interesting conversation because, there's been some reasons why that this has been held up, and they've never really explained. Because I would think with its popularity, this would be something they'd want to reboot, but no, they've never ever tried to go for it, which makes me think there's something legal that Disney can't. Oh, Zaza, Johnny Bananas, and was teamed up 2 seasons ago. #scary. LOL, Cyber wasn't interested in Cruella either. 101 Dalmatians is not for me. Holy fuck, I love it. Cybers, the Emmas make it 100% worth the watch. Oh yeah.
So yeah, but I'm not paying the extra money to watch it though. I'll wait for when it's free on Disney Plus.
They went a different direction with it, which I liked, and I think that's why the critics don't like it, because they're a bunch of fucking idiots and prefer a fucking terrible reboot to Lion King.
That's because the fucking expectations and shit we have been lowered for movies. So is it more like Malevolent?
No, I'd say it's better than that.
Well, I'm saying it's kind of got the same concept. It's kind of a story, but on their own side shit. Or The Huntsman.
Yeah, but they kind of lean more into Cruella. Like, instead of being like straight up crazy, it's more of a persona that she created, and then she just kind of leans into that persona. Although what I do like about the movie is they put out there that she is not quite right. And she does do some really mean shit as a youngster.
It's like those, but it's like a different telling, but it has its own unique story. But it's like an origin story. That's what I'm getting. That's why I use those movies as examples.
Yeah.
But everybody expects it to be, ooh, they copy pasted this. When I said no, that should be what they do for movies is more stuff like that. If they want to do the so-called reboots, is different perspective.
Oh,
this
explains it. So there is legal reasons why Disney doesn't have the rights. So apparently during the 3rd season was reduced to 13 episodes and moved to Saturday mornings. This was a result of 2 factors, according to Weissman. The first was changes within Disney itself. Fallout from the death of Disney's president Frank Wells led to a divide between Eisner and Jeffrey Kinsberg, and Kinsberg left to form DreamWorks. Wiseman's bosses, Gary Callis and Bruce Cranston, that had been supportive of the Gargoyles, also left with Kinsberg for DreamWorks. Further internal pressure on Eisner from Roy E. Disney forced him to treat Gargoyles as part of the studio's older works, thus dropping the larger action universe plans, leaving the show without any support. Secondly, as the second season aired, the highly publicized trial of O.J. Simpson drew audiences from Gargoyles, often due to preemptive coverage of the trial. By the time the trial was over, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers had become a powerful brand. At this point, the show's staff did not think they were likely getting a third season, but Disney had brought Capital Cities, the owners of the American Broadcasting Company network, they needed programming for Saturday morning block, and had Gargoyles team develop 13 more episodes for it, now calling the series the Goliath Chronicles, because this was on broadcast stations rather than syndication. The show had to meet different broadcast standards and practices, which Weissman stated drastically limited his creativity. While he wrote the first episodes and spoke of his concerns to Disney, they had removed him from the team and assigned the rest of the show's run to Nevlin. Many Shakespearean characters and stories found their ways into the show's storyline, particularly from Macbeth, A Midsummer's Dream. The series was also influenced by medieval Scottish history, as well as television shows ranging from Disney's Adventure of the Gummy Bears and Hill Street Blues. The latter practically inspired the ensemble previously on Gargoyles Recap, found at the beginning of the later episodes. The former was an influence of the original comedy development team, which subsequently made darker and more serious first season writers Reeves, Tranor, Reeves, and Perry. New York artist Joe Townsend brought a suit against Disney, claiming his copyright screenplay and characters' designs had been copied during the development and production of Gargoyles. The case was ultimately thrown out after it was proved Disney did not have access to his creations. But the legal proceedings held up them being able to use it until it was over. So, yeah, apparently, surprise, surprise, they had supposedly been getting these works from this different guy, and then he sued him for it. And so that happened. They had planned a live adaptation by Disney since the beginning of the show's run, and the original people wound up leaving. In July 2011, David Elliott and Paul Lovett of G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra were hired to pen the film adaptation of Gargoyles. Thank God that never happened. And then in June 2018, Jordan Peele was pitched his own film version to Disney, but it was supposedly not picked up. So, yeah, it's kind of stuck in a creative limbo. I would have liked to see what Jordan Peele would have did with Gargoyles. I think that would have been very interesting.
Yeah, I don't think it should be touched unless you got the original creators and they can finish their vision and the studio doesn't tamper with their vision. But that doesn't happen these days and age.
Yeah, and the original creator had a falling out with Disney, and it supposedly works at DreamWorks, which doesn't Disney own that now?
No.
Oh, well then, yeah, we're never going to fucking see that, because the original creators of Gargoyles started DreamWorks.
Unless they that's what created Shrek, was because of that old dickhead. And I believe that dickhead was also the same one that fucked over Robin. I believe I want to take a guess before I click. I believe Universal owns DreamWorks. Nope. But I believe that. Nope. It looks like they're. Oh no! Wait, hold on. I looked up company and who owns them. And I'm clicking. Okay. Stop clicking the wrong thing, fucking mouse.
Oh, Planet Q's Queen said there was MMRP, Big Band, Bad Beetleborgs, and VR Troopers all Saban
Yeah.
at the same time.
They're it's just DreamWorks is DreamWorks. They're their own thing.
Yeah, and the guy who designed, so that's interesting. That's probably why they haven't brought back any new episodes or anything, because that guy essentially created all of the characters and the artwork. And that does bring up a good point, because I heard someone else in the chat say that the artwork went down, and that does explain the drop in quality, because this dude was doing all the storyboards and shit like that. So when
the
he
only
left,
way they can get it back is if they buy the rights. That also explains DreamWorks being its own company. That also explains why DreamWorks hasn't gone off the deep end like other companies.
well, yeah, it also explains why they've always been contending with Disney too. Who knew that someone got pissed off at Disney, so they decided to just fucking start their own company? That's pretty fucking hilarious when you think about it.
That's all of DreamWorks. DreamWorks is made out of spite, and some of the best things out there are made out of spite. Did you know RC Cola was made in spite to Coca-Cola?
Yep, I heard
Yep.
that story.
Oh yeah, I love stories where just like, you know what, fuck you, create something out of spite and become successful. I love those stories. They're awesome.
Yeah, at this point, it's kind of crazy, because there's not very many companies that could really stand up, especially animation wise. But now I think the animated market could, if more of these companies like actually banded together and put some good shit out, they could at least take Disney's cartoon status, because Disney doesn't fucking do cartoons anymore.
No, there needs to be a big student. I know was it Sinbad was the reason why DreamWorks doesn't make 2D. Oh shit, Zod's gone. Sinbad is the reason why DreamWorks doesn't make 2D animated movies anymore. And fucking, I don't know the reason why Disney doesn't do it, but that's why they don't, because that movie just flopped for them. And Zod, I hope you're calling PB or something, because he's, I don't want to talk alone, because I was expecting to hear Zod's reply on what I was saying. Shit. Don't know how to get him up. Nope. Fuck. Damn it. I know you guys are there. I was having a good conversation with Zod, though, on cartoons and animation. But if somebody just decides to do that, like if the DreamWorks decided to try a 2D animation thing and it's a budget thing and it does great, it'd be awesome, because then we could see 2D animation again, because there's a certain charm with 2D animation. I know the Spider-Verse did 3D animation, but they made it look like a 2D animation, and that's pretty cool. If that's easier for people to do these days over the hand-drawn stuff, so be it. But I'd love to see that more. I always kind of like that when they've done like 3D CG stuff that makes it look like 2D animation. Or if it's 2D animation, it's done in a way that makes it look kind of 3D. It's interesting. It just shows like a little skill and a little more heart. to it. One of the things I noticed, like with 2D animation, there'd be subtle little cues, gestures. Sometimes certain things happen in the background, and and you just gotta watch it to see those visual cues. 3D animation doesn't always, sometimes does, but doesn't always have that. And when I was thinking about it, like the last couple of movies that were 2D animated by Disney, I think one was a Winnie the Pooh movie, and the other one was Princess and the Frog. And Princess and the Frog wasn't that bad, but they're just like, nope, there's no CG. I mean, Janie Dave, obviously there was CGI in like the live action Lion King. Or you're talking about the original Lion King? Oh yeah, I know what you mean by CG. Was the fucking Wildebeest. I'm pretty sure that one, but it made it look 2D. That was something that's cool. You make it like, so it looks like it's hand drawn, but it's not. I believe another good example of this. There's a show. It was actually a pretty decent show, and I think it stopped because of the whole merger in between Marvel and Disney. But it was on Nickelodeon. It was called Iron Man Armored Adventures, and it was more of like and this was before more of this trope became popular. It was like, what if Tony Stark was more of like, still in school instead of the adult scumbag drinking everybody we know, and he was more of a teen, and a little more still a little hot-headed, but still reserved. And the story is he's and this is what makes it interesting. He actually had a good connection with his dad, and this starts off with his dad being missing, believed to be dead. And that for the longest time. So, and Stark Industries, like the whole entire time he's known it as Tony, was not a weapons manufacturer, it was more for helping people. And Stain, although it was a weapons one, but Stain always wanted to make it go back to weapons, which angered Tony, but he doesn't have control of the company yet because he's still a kid in high school. And I don't want to give out too much. Like, if you ever find it and look it up and watch it, because it's a pretty fun show with its interesting stuff. The art style is great for what it was, and then like in the later seasons, he'd see other heroes. He even met the Black Panther. There's one. Is Black Widow is another. Few more. I know, and then especially if people who worked with like Shield. I believe one of the things with Black Panther was it Hammer Industries. Someone was like sneaking and trying to hack into their stuff of Wakandan stuff or steal their technology and vibranium, and obviously T'Challa was there to stop that, which was cool. And I don't think in that show, which made it a little more interesting, that that T'Challa moves his mask, when he's there. But going back to the main thing with like Tony, he could be in his armor, and he also had a thing where he could control it without being in it, in case certain missions would be risky. And it plays into that a lot, where there'll be the villains and they rip off the mask only to find out it's an empty, hollowed shell. But yeah, I won't give out too much. I will tell you though that a later series, eventually, Rhodey gets the War Machine armor. It's fucking like beefy and it looks cool. And then Pepper gets her armor. It's like kind of purple, and it's all kind of unique to the characters. Oh yeah, Happy's in it too. He's still more of a side character. He's kind of more of a jock, but he's not like a dickhead jock. He's kind of like like a spirited guy more. Yeah, it's a little interesting, like different. It's a different storytelling point. but it had its own like spin on it. You know, it's like, oh, what if it was more like this? That's pretty cool. Let's see, what else am I thinking of with like? No, there's what are like instances where it's like kind of CG looking like cartoons. What I'm thinking of, I know some. I can't say it all the times. I know sometimes Pokemon had it in some of their more movie stuff if it was a certain thing, and it always looked like a cartoon. Usually, sometimes it'd be like the big villain that's like object something or like something like very like mystical looking. I can't think of anything off the top of my head because it's been a while. But even though I love 2D animation, there is some 3D animation that's pretty decent. Everyone knows that most of us here like the Clone Wars of Bad Batch stuff. How it kind of has more of like a gritty look to it, so it kind of looks. I don't know how you describe it because I've looked at it very closely sometimes, and it does look like, oh, they're painted 3D characters, and sometimes the backgrounds are like that too, which is interesting, which gives it its own unique flavor that Rebels could not imitate, but did something different, and that's why I don't think I like Rebels, because it kind of looked like, oh, too much of a shitty CGI, low budget CGI thing when Clone Wars used that stuff, that design and art style to make up for it being CG. Because after a while, you just didn't notice that it was good. Let's see what else I'm thinking of. Sorry if it's taking pause. I'm trying to think of more stuff. It's like CG. It's another. I know VeggieTales is more like a Christian thing, but that was a CG show. It started in '93, and that was something that helped push the technology. I won't talk too much about that though. But yeah, that was a fun show. And let's see. I'm trying to think of shows too at the top of my head. Let's see. Janie, if you've been on for over 24 hours, go to bed. I won't get mad at you. I don't think anyone else in the chat will get mad at you. Go to bed. Go to bed like PB is right now. Let's see. It's funny because I used to know all these fucking cartoons and stuff. Oh yeah, Transformers Prime wasn't too bad. Came out with CG. I like the art style and a lot of the character designs in that. For the Transformers, it was pretty good. Let's see. It's just taking me a bit. I'm thinking. So yeah, but when you do think about it, if you want 2D animation, you gotta look up cartoon shows. But most cartoon shows, like I was saying earlier, all the good ones are gone. Adventure Time ended. The regular show ended, and those were the last ones holding Cartoon Network up after the Clone Wars was done. And the old Ben 10, because the current Ben 10's art style is just shit. It kind of ruins it. Planet Q's Queen is kind of the OG. It's kind of like the Transformers Prime. It's a very good story. It's they do kind of have like the slightly of the OG art style of the, but more some of the more modern ones. It's a good balance of like the modern designs and the old designs. Like Ratchet is still like red and white. Bumblebee still looks like is kind of marrow, but still kind of yellow and stuff. RC is still the motorcycle. I forget its name. He's the big guy. It was a military vehicle. But he looks exactly the way I remember him. Shit, what is his name? He was also in that other animated Transformers thing, but Wheeljack looks like, still the green, red, and was still the white car with the green and red stripes on it. Starscream has his own unique design, and I believe in Prime, Starscream, that's my favorite Starscream voice, is in Transformers Prime. It really works for the slimy character he actually is. And yeah, Megatron and Optimus Prime are voiced by their original G1 VAs, which is Peter Cullen and Frank. So worth the watch with those two. And Soundwave, though, is like, in that show, he does not fucking talk at all. It makes him a little more menacing, though, is like fucking not having Soundwave talk at all. He's just completely quiet. He just stands there. But here's the thing, is that the Autobots do have more of their similar, like, designs, but the Decepticons have more of a Cybertronian design, because even Soundwave looks a little different. Starscream's different. Megatron looks kind of like a mix of his G1 and the Michael Bay Transformers movie one, but it works out well. And I just realized that now most of those Decepticons look more like a Cybertronian look than their like other look, when at least in their robot form is what I'm thinking of when it looks like that. I believe they Soundwave's designs changed up a bit because he's not transforming into a boombox. Yeah, I like that. Watch it. It's interesting. And I believe in the first season, Megatron hunts for Dark Energon, which is basically the blood and fuel of Unicron. So there's some interesting storytelling there. Then there's, because then Energon's also the blood and stuff of Primus. Yeah. It also goes more. I should say this without really spoiling anything. It goes to tell that the story of Optimus and Megatron is, and this is why I kind of like it too, is that Megatron was a great warrior, and he had a lot of ideas and stuff to speak out, and was, this, and he became the mentor for Orion Pax, and they were very good friends and stuff like that, until I forget the exact thing that happened, some things that fell out, but the council government, like the way Orion Pax spoke, and then allowed him to go receive the Matrix leadership, and he became Optimus Prime. Because I still believe they did that, and then Primus still has to give it to you in a trial or something. But that's basically what it was, and it's really cool. The thing is, Megatron and Optimus didn't always hate each other. I like that story with that bit. Let's see. Forget which generation of Transformers it was. Was it maybe G3? Is when the one I first found on a TV. And that's when that was the one that got me into Transformers and wanting to see all of them and collect all of them. I don't know if he's waking up.
Me?
Accuse me. Oh, you're finally up. Let Zod back in. If he's still in the back room, because we were talking cartoons, and he fell out.
Yay!
Son of a bitch! 3 hours and 33 minutes.
I was in purgatory.
What's up, Fanta? Holy fucking shit! What happened?
You fell asleep, and then me and Zod were starting to talk about more cartoons and shit. and then Zod got bumped out.
That was like an hour ago. I was gonna say, yeah, we're getting close to 3 hours. We gotta wrap up. Well, we're a lot closer to 3 hours now. Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good stream.
I guess. Whoopsie daisy. All of my ice melted into water. Well, not all of it, but some of it. That's okay. Well, I'm glad you guys could hold down the fort. Apparently, you didn't lose that many viewers.
No.
Yeah.
Cyber gave us a cool history on a bunch of cartoons. It was great.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which I did after Zod got on. I forget what part of the cartoon conversation we're getting into with that.
You're not talking about cartoon parts, are you?
No.
No, we've scarred enough people with our Smurf talk.
Okay, I thought you were talking about Jessica Rabbit for a second.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
She's not
Oh
bad.
yeah, I think I was talking about like the DreamWorks when DreamWorks, last 2D animation movie was Sinbad, and we both agree that some bigger company needs to make a big 2D animated movie again, and it would probably sell well. Provided that the storytelling, art style, and animation's on point. None of that shitty, I don't know what it's called. It's fucking, you'll know it. It's the shitty modern art style that some things are adapting to, and it's horrendous to look at.
This is what you were talking about?
Yeah.
You got problems, guy.
I mean, we still went on the Smurfology shit for a while. We went on that for a long ass time until we found something that diverted the topic.
Yeah, we've
I
decided
guess.
we're going to do a documentary exposing the real Smurf village.
Right. Thing is, though, we gotta find who would be the VA for Smurfette.
Oh boy. We'll do some digging. We'll get back to you guys. Don't worry. We'll uncover this.
Yay.
So yeah, I bet you. I guess you better take us out before we fucking lose you again.
Oh, thanks for watching, everybody. Let's see. Scroll back up the chat here. Holy fuck, I don't remember any of that either. I don't remember Fanta showing up, so must have been after that or before that. Or Gary. The original Gary. Whatever, not the point. Point is, scroll back to the bottom. Say bye to people. Say bye to Q's Queen, Billie Jean, Fanta. Oh, Janie left like 10 minutes ago. Karen.
Yeah, she said she was up for 24 hours, and I told her to go to bed.
Oh, I know. That's a long fucking time. She's special like that. She's like, no, I'm not tired. I can't go to sleep. I was like, yeah, I understand. I get it. Elizabeth Me. Pretty sure I said Billie Jean. Oh, I know that there's more people. Say goodbye to some names that you remember being here, people. That's you two.
Shit, you're asking me?
Yeah.
We really are desperate.
What are the people you remember being here? I'm scrolling back through, and
Jane.
you just see the same names over and over.
Jane.
Oh, Geek Asylum Pendants, please.
KH, Elizabeth Me.
I said those.
Well, fuck then, man. I don't got a clue. That's why I don't do goodbyes.
Looks like Ursula in the chat. I don't know. I don't want to attempt her last name right now. I might butcher it.
Oh, Carmen was here earlier. That might have been before Zod's time. Rebecca was here. I don't know where she went to. She disappeared. That happens. Cats are tricky. DJH Record
Sherry.
Hound. Sherry?
Sherry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sherry. Sherry. Yes, Sherry was here earlier.
TLB 2.0.
Landon. Yes.
Yep. See,
So, yeah.
DJH and Jamie. Well, they can yell at us later if they forgot
That's
to
fine.
mention.
That's fine. You got anything coming up there, Husky?
Well, depending on how my weeks go, I'll try to get streams in. I streamed the other day. Fuck, why do I always forget the name at the top? Satisfactory. It's a game. It's a early access game. It's
You
pretty
don't need to
fun.
explain the game. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll be streaming that on my Twitch whenever I get the chance to go fucking live. And if I don't have a day like Friday, I'll be live on Friday nights. And then whatever I decide to post on my main channel when I get ideas.
Excellent. What about you, 10-gallon hat?
Yeah, later today, at some time, I will be doing an interview with Jackie about her book Divinity coming out. And
Books by Jay.
yeah, so go
Well,
check it out. It'll
Aren't you a
be at
special
noon.
guy?
What?
I said, aren't you a special guy?
Yeah, that'll be cool. We'll be doing that at noon. I'll probably set the whole fucking thing up at like 10 because I'm not gonna get home till 7. So sleep should be fun. I should be a barrel of laughs.
Is that it?
Yeah, actually, that's it. That's all I got coming up right now.
Cool. Mini peek behind the curtain. Private chat. Mr. Zod. Oh no. I'm stuck. You're doing good. Yeah, he's asleep. LOL. LOL. You're doing great. So apparently Husky was only doing good and then he was doing great. But until next week, everybody. I don't remember. There's supposed to be some special line in there. And I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. Oh, yes. There's no fucking rules here. Suck it, Zod.